The Most High.
Jack in. All right, we're doing this, babies. We're here. Oh yeah, by the way, we've been live for like 45 seconds.
Morphin time.
Oh, stop.
It's more.
What's your animal? What's your animal? Say it right now. Let's go.
Wolf.
Okay. Wolf. That's it. Yeah, actually, nothing.
Panda.
Let's go, Smurf.
Smurf.
Dragon.
Oh, did I say it? Y'all don't. You know,
We're doing hand signs and shit.
you know, people say create longer names to make their shit like, you know, saber-toothed tiger, triceratops.
Oh, dragon. Nah, that's trash.
Like,
Trash
there
Panda.
you go.
The Bandit Village.
Stop.
What?
What? Great Wolf. Nigga did the Naruto hand sign. Great Wolf of the Bandit Village. Like, yo, what are you
Getting
doing?
longer. I was like, oh shit.
Nigga said great mud wall.
Nigga, we're all Power Rangers and shit.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious of names.
Well, I saw him do that. I thought it was more of like just a sign, like some sort of blast or something. But
Bro,
Have you never watched Power Rangers?
bro, we're all
as a kid, bro, I'm not a Power Ranger.
we're all morphing. This nigga's trying to unlock his inner gates and shit. Like, what the
Where
fuck?
are you then?
What?
Damn.
What kind of fan were you? I'm curious, nigga. If you ain't fucking Power Rangers.
I went from Power Rangers to Dragon Ball Z and never looked back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Never.
That's a good transition. You know, you get from the fake blasts to I'm not gonna lie. If I was like Coin, I wouldn't go back either. Like, you want to watch that? That? Nigga?
I mean, I'd rather the random ass explosions over
Screaming for episodes.
screaming for 5 episodes.
I remember that traumatized me as a kid, nigga, because one, I didn't have cable, nigga. So like, whenever I watched Dragon Ball Z, it was a privilege. So imagine watching an episode. I'm having the privilege to watch it for a week, and for the entire week, I got nowhere because they were screaming. So the entire week that I had to watch Dragon Ball Z on my friend's cable TV was pointless because they didn't do shit except scream. And then I was back home and no more Dragon Ball Z. So when the screaming ended, I don't know what happened.
Did I ever tell you guys the best way to watch Dragon Ball Z? Like the best the best translation, like the best audio way, is in Spanish.
What?
I swear to God, watch Revolution.
I mean, I'm open to it, but
watch
yeah,
Revenge of F in Spanish with English subtitles. I promise you, it's so great. It'd be like, "Mira, Frieza, coño!" I'd be like, "Yeah," and then this nigga be like, "Kamehameha, mamao!" And they could just like Frieza be like, "Ay, coño, mamao!" And I'd be like, "Yo, this honestly, I feel him. That's how I would feel if I'm getting Kamehameha blast. Mamao, coño, just getting blast like."
Well, that shit sound like a soap opera.
Bro, it's so
they
they sound mad aggressive. Everybody, nigga, Goku, nigga, oh, Super Saiyan, nigga in Spanish, mama coño, ¿Cómo se habla Frieza? No, papi, vete aquí. Pero mi hermano.
You know what? You know what the worst ones I've heard is the Italian dubs they're horrible.
They should do a New York version.
A New York dub.
Yeah,
Nigga say, yo, no, that ass nigga, I will beat the fuck up out of you, son. Who,
Yo,
nigga?
a New York dub.
You bugging the fuck out.
Give me a
That's funny, nigga.
That ass, bro.
He said, stay back.
Imagine One Piece but hood.
Well, that's what, like RDC did that video too. Like just fucking Goku transforming into fucking Tim's and a Yankee fitted.
Nah, I swear to God, that should be the best. Then you see Frieza pop up. Ayo, what you doing? Ayo, man, what you doing? Nah, fuck these monkeys. Yo, mad racist. This is fucking KKK nigga over here. Nah, yo, Vegeta, fuck all that shit. Let's go beat this nigga's ass. On God, facts. When did you watch that? I love it. Yo, yeah. They get crazy. You know, Frieza's gonna be wild. Man, are you dirty fucking monkey? Get the fuck out. I mean, that's what he says now.
Yeah, man.
Actually, Frieza got Black Air Force energy, bro. Frieza's
Frieza would be that old Italian racist in New York.
Yo, fuck out of here, you fucking dirty mud motherfucker. What you gonna do to me? Yeah. And then they...
Go. Sorry. I'm just thinking,
Just
like,
let him get his racism.
And instead of sensu beans, they got Lucy's.
Bro.
They
Lucy's.
got lean, bro.
Bro, they got fronto leaves. Put that shit with your weed.
Nigga say you fucked up, bro. Don't worry about it. I got something for you. Niggas just start rolling up.
How much
Dragon
longer?
Ball, the Dragon Balls is just a pound of weed.
And then wait. You see this nigga sprinkled. Nigga, this is the weed. Nigga goes like this, and then he gets the font to go like this.
Nigga asks you, we're sitting there mad low, Smurf. How long could it take you to roll up an ounce blunt? An ounce blunt? That'll take me 2 minutes. I'll give you the time. He's just there licking that shit, me getting fucked up. Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, almost there. Fuck the stem. Fuck this. I gotta go around the stem. What?
Doctor it. Hold up.
Like fuck. Like, yo.
Hey, y'all motherfuckers didn't pick the stems out.
Like, nigga, you rolling up a wood? Yeah, you want extra stats, right? Motherfucker.
It's the legendary ounce worth of wood.
His head level is over 9,000.
Yeah, bros. 4th season finale. Yo, you know what's funny, bros? You know what's fucking funny, bro? We're fucking here, niggas.
This is the end of the season, right?
The fucking end, bro. We fucking made it, alright? With this guy. That dude right there that's texting, that's always on his phone and smoking, right? We made it. We fucking did it, boys. We fucking did it you guys. Shout out to...
Yeah, we've done it, man. Just
Right,
one quick thing before you get into that. Hold on. Are we sponsored by Domino's?
Yes, we are actually. Oh my god, I said that in my stream. Finally, yes, guys. By the way, this is brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Now, this sponsorship
Can't legally say that.
This sponsorship is a little bit different. All right, they don't pay me. I pay them. Okay, I buy their pizza, and then I my dirty ass leaves it on my countertop, you know, and then I forget to throw it away. So that's how the sponsorship works.
Are you eating all of it already?
You could just take it.
Not throughout the day. I think I finished it
frame.
about an hour ago.
That's... Are you finished already?
Yeah.
Throw that motherfucking box out of frame, bro.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. Domino's Pizza.
With some granny skunk, I think. Some shit like that. Oh, this shit's loud.
Gorilla Glue, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
But
we're back.
We're fucking here. We're fucking here, alright, guys? Coin threw me off by being joking.
The picture you sent in the group chat, that's the profile, the cover art, right?
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
That shit was so fire, bro. Like, you saw that coin, right? The picture of all of us as the One Piece characters.
Oh yeah, with
That was a clip from. That was a scan. Shout out to Dark One Piece on Twitter. I believe that's his name. He gets the scans up usually on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then it's usually like certain clips and scenes that we can see off of, and that was one of the ones that I saw. And I thought it was great. I thought it fit us, honestly. You know, me being Zoro, you know, Smurf's right hand, you know, Luffy, you know, and it's. You know, and I'm the one that, you know, battles with him, you know, and I'm actually going to explain that, you know, and I haven't really said much to anybody. I've always asked y'all, who do y'all think is what? And to me, I feel like, this is my opinion, right? I feel like I will always be Zoro to Smurf. Like, I'm that guy that if Smurf, I always see it. Like, if Smurf gets crazy, like, I'm there to check him, you know, like, I'm the last one. Like, I mean, yeah, there's, you know, Voss and HPV and all those dudes, you know, shout out to them. But like, you know, I really just I'm arrogant and narcissistic enough to think like, nah, I'm the best gate. Like all those other gates, they're really whack. I'm the real gate.
And dude, while you're saying that too, we should also say HPV is a person, not a disease. So
but yeah,
just want to clear that up.
Why do you call him Chris by his real name?
Because I didn't want. I said his nickname, and then I didn't want to say Chris's name, so I just add him out. Like
all these things keeping Smurf.
But yeah,
like,
you know, and like
HPV,
Sam is definitely Sanji. You know, besides if I don't know about if Sam cooks for him
Bro,
or shit like that.
Like I said, I'm Sanji's fighting, but Chopper's personality.
Not even that. You're bond together. Now, from everyone else, Luffy had this "I'll fight you" attitude. The one person that he couldn't fight is Sanji.
Well, it's not that. It's not that he couldn't fight, bro. Remember, you're the one that explained this to me.
No, I know, I hear you. Yeah, because of the Usopp, but they still couldn't. It's not saying like he wouldn't. Like he wouldn't.
I promised you, if Sanji was the first one up, he would have got it. He would have got it. Like Usopp got it.
Nah, yeah, but like Usopp was the most. Yeah, but if he would have fought Sanji, it would have not been a thing. It would have been like, I bet, I fought you. All right, we're good. All right, whatever, cool, chill. It would have never been like what happened with Usopp. That was an important thing. It was kind of
you don't know though, like because nigga they all kind of left for a big ass. No one left for a petty reason. So like it still would have had. I feel like it would have still had the same impact because it's just that's what Oda does. You know what I'm saying? It would have been some crazy ass reason why, just like how Sanji ended up leaving. Like
right.
What do you do, nigga?
I say like Sanji and Zoro are in different levels, right? Usopp was weak and defenseless. If Luffy punches Sanji,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like he knew. That's why it broke him. He told Usopp. He said, "You knew I was gonna fuck you up, bro. You fucking knew, and you did this shit anyway, just to fuck with me, bro. Why?" And that's what hurt him. That's what broke him. He's like, "Yo, I beat the weakest nigga in my fucking crew, bro. I feel like the littlest dude, bro. That's why he didn't fight Sanji. Sanji was different. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna do this to you, bro. I'm different. I'm grown. How you see Sam is just like that. Me and you, I swear to God, bro. Me and you could strictly fight, and I swear to God, one of us will walk up to the other, and be like, yo, are we done? Like, yeah, yo, you.
Like, literally Zoro and Luffy.
Right?
Yeah, like, yeah. You got me. Like, you cool. Fast. Yeah, and then but you and Sam, I don't see y'all niggas fighting. I don't even see you letting anyone fight Sam.
I be telling him this too.
Like, even that day that I was blacking on Sam, like, I remember I was like, yo, I'm gonna go fuck him up. And like, you even told me, like, you was like, you're not gonna fuck him up. And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck him up. You're like, you're not gonna fuck him up. And like, you gave me like that, and you're like, yo, you're not touching Sam. Like, relax. And like, that's how I had to check, like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm not touching Sam.
Oh, why you think you're gonna come here and I'm gonna let you put your hands on Sam? I'm gonna fuck how far you came from. When you get through that door, you better humble yourself, or you're gonna get your ass beat by both of us, bro.
Nah,
honestly, like.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna see you're gonna come in here as the single trainer in the double team Pokemon battle.
Nah, dead ass. I'm like, I understood that. Like, I got it. Like, oh damn. And then like, I realized I'm going to boom, 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 boom. But like, that's like your thing, bro. Like, yo, like Sanji, bro. Like, that's your Sanji. Like, you and Sanji, and it's something too. Like Zoro, like Luffy and Sanji are friends. Like, they're each have like their own little bond. Like Usopp and Luffy, they do like nerd geek bug shit together. You know,
weirdos. They're weirdos.
But Sanji and Luffy, they talk. They have like real conversations. The best thing I love is in Drum Island when they're talking and he's like,
oh yeah, they really bonding.
And they're like, Luffy, what's a mermaid? He's like, I don't know. A mermaid is something. Da, 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 da. And then like, nigga, Luffy's like, who told you that? That's a lie. And Sanji's like, I don't know. I read it. And he's like, that's not true, Sanji. He's like, I don't think you're telling the truth. They're like a real they have like that real good bond. Like it's really different, you know? And then we get to Koing being Jinbei. Now, obviously, if we connect it to character, Koing is never Jinbei because your brother didn't die and he didn't save you. Obviously, you know? But Koing is the third, you know? He's the helmsman of the crew, you know? And he's good, you know? He fits the Jinbei character. He's honorable. He's loyal.
OD.
He's a strict man, you know? He's a fish man, you know? White, you know? He's... You know, he's part of the first tribe, Native Americans.
Go there.
Well, yeah, I looked a little bit into Jinbei because I'm not there yet. I mean, he wants unification of all people, man. That lines up too.
How you know about Jinbei?
Like I said, I looked into him after you sent that thing. because I didn't know. Like I knew the character.
Yeah, honestly,
but I
like
had
this
to look him
entire
up.
explanation, I feel so bad for Coin because
All
like
the fucking
probably half of this Coin is just went right over his head.
Nah,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, but no,
And,
I spoiled myself a little bit on the character, but I don't care. I'll still watch it.
No, I'm not even talking about Jinbei. I'm talking about like when we were talking about Usopp fighting Luffy and like the shit like
I know about that too. Dude, yeah.
You know what, bro? Like for me, like nothing I learned about One Piece ruined anything for me. Like I saw Ace's death before I watched the show.
Oh my
I knew
god.
about his death before I watched the
Yep.
show. Was it any less impactful? No, nigga.
Bro.
Nigga, they told nigga the whole episode said Ace's death, nigga, and I was like, oh shit.
And it shows that picture of his pearl. Bro, I still thought he was gonna make it. Like I saw this.
No, at that point in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna die. I'm ready.
Nah.
Isn't that the fucking
Nigga,
Not only that,
I was
the
not
going
ready.
Mary, you guys even told me when it was gonna happen, the arc it was gonna happen. And
Nah, I'm not
still
gonna
it
lie.
broke me when it happened.
Nah, you
That
know
was
what?
one of the
Like
worst
you guys
things.
remember I stopped watching One Piece for like 3 days after that.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. No one told me about the Mary, and I'm so mad.
either.
I'm so mad about
Nobody.
that because that hit me the
Nobody.
hardest, bro. I was
That
like,
hit me the hardest.
I was
too.
like, yo, because all this time, because I knew about the Thousand Sunny, but all this time I'm like, yo, the Mary evolves into the Thousand Sunny,
nah,
bro.
honestly, me too is like in my head. I'm like, yo, we don't know nothing. We don't really
Exactly,
know shit like that,
exactly,
nigga.
bro. Like,
Yo,
nigga,
all
nigga,
the shit they're doing, nigga. I'm just thinking it's anime shit. Like, okay, the ship is going.
yeah.
The ship is dying, but it's moving still. Okay, now clearly this ship is Gucci. It's evolving. Like I really thought that like it's doing its own thing. Like it has its own spirit. Nigga, the ship is Gucci. In my mind, the ship is Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I felt like that shit was fine, and then like I felt like it was great. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, I can't wait till the Mary evolves into the Thousand Sunny.
I was like,
and then
that shit-
Yeah. Y'all thought the Mary was a Pokemon?
bro, look, hear me out, cause when I first heard about One Piece, right, I learned about this stuff. My friend, I try to buy my friend William a figurine that you can build and paint of the Thousand Sunny, right? He didn't want it. Because he was like, I told him, I was like, yo, you get to paint it. It has 250 parts. He was like, yeah, I don't want that. And I was like, oh. He was like, I just don't want to build it and paint it. And then he was like, it sounds great. And I would love to have it at the end. But to get there, it's not worth it. And I was like, all right. So then
He's not that kind of collector. He'd rather just buy the figurine
Yeah.
than buy the thing to build the figurine.
So I knew about the Thousand Sunny, and I was like, oh shit. And I showed him about the Thousand Sunny. He was like, oh shit, the Thousand Sunny's good. Adam, whatever. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means. So when I'm watching the Mary, I'm like, yo, it gotta become it. Like, you could just build it, and it just becomes the Mary. Like, and then like the neck part broke, so I'm like, yo, that shit's apparently gonna have to break eventually. So they're probably gonna trade that in for the Thousand Sunny, and that's why the sun thing is so big because it covers the thousand. I was like, oh, it makes mass sense, bro. And then we get to Skypiea, and then that shit starts fixing itself. And then I start going off that shit like, yo, it's a fucking creature. I'm like, oh my god, it makes sense. The fruit, the ship could be a devil fruit. They got it from that Usopp's friend's butler person, right? That got it from overseas. He's like, oh, I built it, but la la la. Who the fuck knows what that nigga put into that shit? So, and then it's been in the water all this time. So, it's not really activated. But then it goes to Skypiea. And then it's not always on the water. So then the devil fruit ship activates. So I'm like, yo, it's a devil fruit. This is fucking crazy. Right? So I'm like, yo, it's a fucking devil fruit. I'm like, yo, it's a fucking thing. Then you see like a little thing. It has like a mallet. I'm like, yo, that's his fucking attack. I'm like, it's going to be the Straw Hat Pirates and the fucking mallet guy. I'm like, this is great. It's going to be them. And then it was like, it's dying. And I'm like, ha! He's lying. I'm like, he's a fucking liar. I'm like,
he's lying. No.
No. Yeah, like, yo, he fixes himself, nigga. Little mallet, nigga, you don't know. And then,
little mallet, nigga, dummy. Fuck out of here.
And then they became bad. And then I was like, I knew they were lying. They're just evil. They're trying to destroy good things. And then Luffy asked the question I thought. He was like, were you lying about the Mary? I'm like, that's why you're the fucking captain. King of the fucking pirates, bro. Ask the big fucking questions. I don't give a fuck about Iceberg, Pluton, what Robin did, who the fuck the woman. Nah, there's the Mary making it out. And he was like, nah, it's dying. Then I was like, oh shit, that's wild. But throughout the whole Usopp shit, I was on Usopp's side. I was like, bro, y'all niggas are giving up on the Mary, bro. That's wild corny, bro. This nigga could fucking heal itself, bro. Did you not see what happened in Skypiea? I was like, bro, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear the dung, dung. Like, you didn't hear that, bro. And then Frankie broke it. And that hurt me. I was like, yo, why are you like this? I was like, you gonna be a Straw Hat Pirate? Because I knew he was gonna be one of the Straw Hat Pirates. I was like, we don't fuck with you, bro. You just fucking wild out.
Fuck, you're not even a member. Don't be touching this shit.
Like, nigga, you just broke that shit. It got.
You don't give a fuck if you were shipwright, bro. Don't be doing that, nigga.
So my emotions of the day, I'm crying. Usopp's gone. I'm like, yo, the Straw Hats are over. I'm like, what happened right now? Like, this is different. I don't want to watch this no more. This is not fun. And then they go on, and Luffy learns Gear 2, and I get excited, and I forget about all the trauma that I just went through, and it's great. And then the Mary comes back, and I go, I fucking knew it. I go,
that shit was
big
immortal.
air horns, all that, baby. Nigga, dead ass, nigga. I'm just there like, stupid. What you gonna do over there in this lobby? Nothing, nigga. The Mary's in here, nigga. It's better than Roger's ship, nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah, and then it started breaking. I'm like, no. And then everybody,
Like, wait, hold
You're
on.
like, it's alright. Like Goku.
I was like, no, it's shedding,
when he
it's
beat up
shedding,
Frieza, so it's
nah, I'm like,
it's just minimal damage.
I'm like, what's
It's just
happening?
shedding, bro.
And Luffy's like, Ice Pops is something that you could do. And Ice Pops like, no, this is it. Da-da-la. It only had this one journey to just do it for you. And I'm like, nah, this is happening. And then he took the fire. And then Luffy said what he said. Like, he was like, I'm so sorry. He starts crying. He's like, I fucked you up, man. I should have treat you better. And I'm just there like, I'm like, you should have never hit the whale. Like, you should have went down Reverse Island smooth. My nigga, like, who told you to fire the cannon? Like, that ass, like, yo, why didn't you?
Really, that knockoff stream is what did it.
Nah, it's because he was jumping on the squid, and the squid lost its air, and I got tight, and I was like, yo, why would you do that? And then the ship was like, don't. I had a blessed time. It was a grand adventure. And I was like, yeah, don't be a pussy, Luffy. She had a blessed time, bro. She had the best time of her life. And I'm
Yo, why you make me relive this?
That was rough.
Bro,
Why we doing
my
this?
life was over, bro.
Bro, I literally stopped watching for like 3 days.
Bro, I really try to prepare you
Because
for
of
it, though. I tried my best to prepare you. I told you. I said, look, Sam, a ship is going to fucking die. You see this ship? Don't get attached. And what did you do? You got fucking attached. It's not my fault, bro. Not my fault the ship's awesome and you just love it automatically, bro. All right? But
I hope you know, no matter how hard we explain, even in this detail, it will still hurt you.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, spoilers never bother me because I just always think the opposite's gonna happen.
Like, bro, Ace still hurt me.
Well, I'd just be like, yeah, like even Ace, like I knew he was gonna die just from spoilers, and then I heard you guys talk about it. It's still like, it's gonna suck. I loved Ace's introduction to the show, and yeah, but who gives a
But it
fuck?
is, bro.
It's a
It's
show.
really, Oda is really a different breed, and it's not really Ace. It's like you fuck with Ace, but you really hurt because of how much Ace means to Luffy.
Right.
Like, fuck Ace, nigga. It's really Luffy, bro. Like, damn.
It's also
nigga, like,
Well, he's the main character. Too.
It's also-
you love that nigga, bro.
it's also something too, like Ace
We
was.
can't lose you, bro.
It's-
Luffy loves
It's
you,
not
man.
even like Luffy's the big part, but it's also like Ace was the superstar. Like Ace came out to being a pirate, he was a warlord within a year. Like they asked him to be a warlord within a year, and he said, "Fuck that shit, I don't want to be a warlord." Then he went on into the new world within the second year, and then from there he traveled on, met fucking Jinbei, fought Jinbei for like 3 days, met Whitebeard, the Emperor of the fucking Sea, and said, yeah, suck my dick. And Whitebeard said, what? Yo, suck my dick. And then he fought him for like 5 days. Whitebeard's chilling. Like he's huffing and puffing. But we both know it wasn't really that fucking crazy. And then he became the second commander of the Whitebeard pirates. He ruled a country's worth of a fleet. You know? Like I would never forget that when the Marines were after Luffy and that nigga went on just did Fire Fist and just took out a fleet with no hockey.
Bro, that's he took out
No
what,
hockey.
5 battleships.
No hockey. Straight just a fist, bro. It's like, damn, bro, that imagine him in Wano helping Luffy fight Kaido. Imagine him in Whole Cake Island, nigga. Imagine him in Dressrosa right now with Sabo. The three of them together. Like, even more and more I see these moments, I go, damn, I wish Ace was here, bro. This nigga he would have awakened. He would have done ornament shit. He would have been like, yo, Luffy, I like your shit. You know what? Flame fruit, flame pistol. Bam, bam. And a big ass fist and stretches it out or something like. It would have been dope, you know? But he's not here. That's what pissed me off. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. Like, he definitely would have seen Luffy's growth and was like, oh, hell no.
He seems like
outshining me, bro.
he seems
but
like
that's the thing.
Itachi to Sasuke's older brother if Itachi didn't kill his family.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a
Yo.
lot to unpack.
Like if he
there.
was just like
That's a lot
you
to
know,
unpack
always
for Sam.
chasing his big brother, you know what I mean?
Like, it's more like
Like
it's more like
realizing his big
Neji
brother was
dying.
better.
It's more like Neji dying. Like Ace was a lot like he was Roger's
No,
son.
I'm talking about the death. I'm talking about the relationship.
Yeah, like the relationship. Like he was polite. Like he was the total opposite. Like both of Luffy's brothers are the total opposite of Luffy. They all and they all say it too. They go, yo. They go, you're mad. Like, they go, thank you. Oh, my God. They both apologize. Oh, my God, we're so sorry that my brother has been such a trouble burden for you. I appreciate you so much. You know?
Yeah.
Like, Sam is going to see a moment at the end of this where Sabo chills with Zoro and them. And they just chat it up while Luffy's sleeping. And Zoro's like, yo, let me go wake up Luffy. And Sabo's like, nah, trust me. He needs to sleep. I know him already. And he's just going to get excited. And let's just keep him chill. And he's just there, and he throws Zoro a bottle of wine. Zoro's like, I need some. He's like, yo, it's mad dry here. Sabo goes, whoosh, he catches it. He's like, I like you. He's like, yeah. And then like, it's such a great thing. And then like, Zoro looks at him. He goes, damn, you might be an ace. Like I had this feeling, you know. Like they're such polar opposites. But even them, they're both the same as Luffy. Like you can see it. Like I just saw the episode with Sam now. Where like they were like, oh, Luffy. Sabo's like, oh, Luffy's hot headed and he's very impulsive, and then the Sabo's right hand is like, that sounds just like you. Like the fuck.
No, but I think first.
Oh yeah, and she's like,
I don't see a difference.
I don't know. I don't think you think like I don't think that's what you call it. But if that's what you want to call it, sure. But then Luffy's Einstein. You feel me? Like. It's like they're so the same, and it's like, oh, I would have just loved. Like, there's so many things, man. But even now, I love where Sabo is now. Like Sabo, I feel like took Ace's power with Dragon's training. He magnified his devil fruit. Like, there's no reason why now we should ever think that Sabo hasn't awakened his devil fruit, ever. Like if I come here and tell y'all, like, yo, Sabo awakened his devil fruit, y'all responses should be about time we finally saw it. Like, you know, like right now he fought against admirals and was doing fine, you know? But I'm glad that we're on One Piece because I can't wait to tell you about this new fucking chapter.
Okay, well, we might as well do it right now.
So, as I told you, right? The admiral dude is there. He's fighting the dudes, right? Momonosuke came. He did this little puff ball. It was nothing. And then Yamato goes, and she goes, "Damn, we should go." Everybody's like, "Yo, we should go get Luffy." And Momonosuke is like, "Nigga, you dumb? Like, are you fucking pussy, bro?" He's like, "Are we gonna ask people to help us every single time, son?" And they're not even healed yet. They're like, "Fuck out of here, I got this." And then he's still trying to blow off this dragon blast out of his mouth, right? But it's he's just learning, so it's like puffs. And the green and the admiral, which is a fucking giant tree at this point, is laughing. He's like, you guys can't do shit. He's like, you're nothing like fucking Kaido. You're a bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I'm gonna take out the Straw Hats. It's mad easy. And then fucking Momonosuke just gets wild tight. And he just goes, blasts the fuck out of him. The dude knocks back into his regular human form. He's fucking like, oh shit. That shit hurt. This nigga's crazy. And at that moment, Shanks unsheathes his sword. All far away in the ocean, not even at Wano, far away in the ocean, releases his fucking sword. A wave of haki, conqueror's haki, just flows through Wano. The admiral freezes in fucking sheer fear. He's like, what the fuck, bro? You're here? He's like, fuck out of here. And everybody's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, what is this feeling? And then Shanks says, all the way from his ship, oh yeah, everybody's there. Like, yo, Captain, our new recruits are dying. I know they're not dying. They're passing out. They're like, yo, you wanna relax your haki? Yeah, like, yo, you wanna take it easy? And he's just there, and he says, like, he's like, you know, it's really corny, Sam. You have chocolate on your teeth. He says, you know, it's really shameful. He goes, you know, don't you think these proud warriors have worked hard enough, and it doesn't deserve for you to come over here and fight them? He goes, let them enjoy a couple more days of rest. And then the admiral gives up. He's like, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm sorry. And at that moment, you see the picture that I sent you guys. You see Sanji sitting, Luffy in the middle, Zoro, and then Jinbei in the back. And then Luffy says, oh, I guess it's all over. And Sanji goes, wow. He goes, you know, I guess they didn't need our help anyway. And then Luffy's like, Luffy goes, tis. And then Zoro goes, wow, Momonosuke, you did some really, really good shit. And then Jinbei said, no. Luffy goes, yup, I'm good, because I'm chilling. And then Jinbei goes, oh. And he goes, it's strange, that strange haki that we felt, right? Then the next scene, Luffy's laughing. He goes, see. And he's just laughing. And then you just see Shanks' ship just sailing away. And then that's how it ends. And then that's like the biggest shift that we're going to right now. Like, what do you guys take from all that?
Like, bro, like, Luffy laughing there is definitely because, like, bro, he's got to know that was Shanks' hobby. He's been around Shanks enough that he should know that was his hobby.
And he's felt Shanks' conqueror's haki before. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like he's been around him enough.
And he's super in depth in haki now, so like
he knows, like, and he wasn't affected. He was eating, like, he wasn't even touched by that shit. He's just sitting down, chilling, and he's like, haha. Like, I knew he knew it was Shanks. Like, he was like, oh shit. He's like, and I think, like, to Luffy, he's like, I'm getting close to you, you know. Like for all this time, he never focused on Shanks. Shanks was out of sight, out of mind. But this is his big goal. Becoming king of the pirates and all this other stuff, at the end of the day, it's also he can show Shanks that I'm a fucking pirate, nigga. Y'all niggas made fun of me when I was 5 years old, and y'all laughed at me, and y'all put jokes, and now I'm here. Like, this is what it is. Like, it's like Luffy's an honorable person, OD, cool, but at the end of the day, he's really showing off a bunch of old ass niggas off. Like, nigga, I did this. I does this. You feel me? So I feel like to him, he's like, I see you, nigga. I'm right there.
Why I feel like really the end of One Piece is really going to be when Luffy gets back the Straw Hat.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be the end of One Piece.
Nah, I feel like we're gonna see things.
Didn't they announce too that episode 1028 would be in the end of the Wano arc too? Or maybe chapter or something like that, and then they move on to One Piece Red or something like that. I think I saw a post today about that.
Smurf, what episode did you see last of One Piece?
No, not an episode. It's like
the chapters.
It may have been chapters.
Definitely not 1028. We're already up to like 55.
So he may be planning on episodes.
What was the last episode you saw? What number? You remember?
Me?
1040. 1040?
What?
No, might be 1037.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was, but it is true though. So in November, the Wano arc will end, and then we will in November, the Wano arc will be over, and then we will get the one.
What's that?
What?
Why are you saying it like that?
What do you mean?
Well, like say, I just saw a weird post today.
Because
I swear it said 1028.
November. It's not November. It's November.
Yeah.
You were saying November.
Semantics.
I
You
was?
were saying November.
Ha! I don't care. That's what I do. Do what the fuck I want.
Stupid bitch.
Nah, but yeah. So like the one arc will end in
Okay.
November, right? And then we'll get the One Piece movie Red, which we're all gonna have to watch because it's very important. Now it's not. It's just like Strong World. It's not fully canon, but it has canon things in it. Utah. Oh yeah, the first pages was about Utah. It showed her making some fucking song, and it was fucking cool. And then we saw a bunch of flashbacks of Shanks while he was talking to the thing where he had his little moment. We saw some Shanks. We saw some flashbacks of Momonosuke. We saw a flashback of the shape of Yuta, like it was her body shape, and we all know it was that. So Yuta is super important in the One Piece world, and I'm gonna actually watch all the One Piece movies now, because now I'm starting to realize what the One Piece movies are. The One Piece movies are Oda's way of explaining things that he doesn't want to explain in the show. That's too much to explain. Like he didn't want to make a whole side arc about Shiki in Strong World, so he was like, you know what? I don't want to drown out like 1,000 chapter or 100 and something chapters. Let me just make a whole movie, quick, easy.
I like that.
It's an idea. Hey.
I be trying to tell you, bro. They all connect, bro.
They all something, and I've realized like, oh shit, bro. Like, and like the way how Oda does it is completely different than how Toriyama did it in the Dragon Ball Z movies. Dragon Ball Z movies, Toriyama literally just drew the character, and he said, "Here, do something with this, like whatever you want. Like I don't really care." And then the studio did crazy shit where like Broly being fucking retarded and only going Kakarot, Kakarot, Kakarot. You know, it was fucking annoying, but everybody loved it. It was like, bro, he's the fucking GOAT. He's the fucking GOAT.
Oh, Master Roshi called him broccoli. That was so funny.
Like, it was
But
like,
it's
bro.
like, meanwhile, Broly's a retard when he goes legendary.
You know, but then niggas see the new Broly and they're like, oh, I don't like this. I like the old Broly better. Why? Because this Broly's intelligent and he's
because
smart.
you got conditioned to love it.
Yeah, like this Broly.
That was the only outlet for Broly.
This Broly will fucking kill the last Broly, bro. This Broly is super fast, adaptive, smart. The last Broly was none of those things. He was just big, brutish, strong, but he had a power cap. Nigga, Gohan, Gotenks, Trunks, and Goku from heaven came and fucked him up. Nigga, come on, man. Like,
and when they all got their ass beat with their energy depleted, they gave what little energy they
exactly
had
to
to
Goku, which
and he just punched a hole through his stomach.
like it's like, bro, that shit was nothing, bro. But like, yeah, like that was Toriyama shit. Like he didn't do none of that. Well, Oda's here, like, hey, I'm gonna draw this guy. We're gonna and do what you want, and then they go, okay, cool, we're gonna do this. He goes, yeah, I take it back. Don't do what you want. Here's a list.
Don't fuck up my brand
of what you can't do, what you can't talk about, what you can't say. And here's the things of what you should say, what you should add, what you need to add. Anything else? Throw it out there. That's why they be like, oh, that's why in like one of the movies you see Hawkeye fighting and Admiral Sabo's there in a white suit and all this stuff. And it's like, but they don't really do nothing though, you know? They don't really have any new attacks. It's all the same things. Because they ask Oda, hey, can I add him and him and him and him and him? And we'll do this epic big battle where they all clash together and they're all here. Oh, wow, that sounds
this big
great.
Super finisher that we want to create.
And they're like, yeah, don't create a finisher. Just have them all there.
Yeah.
Do all the moves that they've seen in the anime. Yeah, that'd be fine. You know, and he's super connected. And it's like, bro, this Red movie, it's going to be super dope. And I think his daughter's going to be the bad guy. And Luffy's going to destroy them. So far, what everybody says is that the scenes that they've leaked and seen of Luffy and Yuta's childhood together, they go, yo, it's mad cute and it's adorable. It's like mad cool. So that's going to be something popping. But at the end of the day, we get to see Gear 5 again. Because after that, we are going to see Gear 5. Like, you guys are going to see Gear 5, you know? And there's a lot of things that we've learned. Like, why Gear 5 smoke is white. It's not really smoke. It's white flames. So apparently the sun is white. It's only yellow because of our oxygen.
Or because of perception too.
You know, it's only yellow because of our
distance.
atmosphere. Our atmosphere turns the color yellow. But if we look at the sun from the space, it looks white. That's what Oda told us. All right.
Well, we can recreate white flames on Earth. It would make sense the sun is actually white because light is white by perception.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not saying Oda is a genius. a lead scientist.
But he's
in
heavily
some things.
researched.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't want to come up like 2 years and then somebody like we talked to Neil deGrasse Tyson and we're like, yo, is the flames of the sun white? And he goes, who the fuck told you that? And then we're like,
It's like, funny thing is they're actually fucking green, but you can only perceive who gives a shit.
Nah, honestly, Neil deGrasse Tyson's the worst.
Sense,
Neil deGrasse Tyson's the worst person to ask those things because Neil deGrasse Tyson will tell you the origin. He'd be like, let me tell you about white flames. So there was the Greek god Nikaku.
Oh, sorry.
That started. No, yeah, go what?
No, I was gonna let you. I stepped on your joke. My fault. But no, I mean Neil deGrasse Tyson's the worst because he only poses more questions. He's like, we don't know, but here's what we do know, and it's just like it leads you to way more questions, and it's just like,
I actually think that's
all right, dude, I'm tired of listening to you.
I think that's the best way to explain things. Like I remember this one teacher told me, like this one teacher's husband came and he explained to us about 9/11, and he said it exactly in that format. He said, we don't know anything, but this is what we do know. The temperatures to melt a steel beam is this. The temperatures of a fuel to burn is this. It doesn't melt a steel beam. That's what we do know. Well, what we do know is that because of gravity and explosions, if you explode something, the explosions doesn't happen here and here at the same time. It travels down. It doesn't just happen simultaneously. This is what we know. But what we don't know is how all these things happen. And what do you think? That opens you up to a more unbiased way of thinking. That makes you think like these are all the facts.
Yeah.
Unrational. Don't put no one's kids. Oh my God, a lady with cancer, she ate the fuel and her stem cells, it caused an eruption and it blew up the world. Like, nah, it's not that. It's just this, and that. And what do you think? And then diverse. But above all that, Luffy's hair is white flames. And that is
great. Circle back.
Thank you.
I like that.
And that is a big thing that we're going to see in Red. And you guys are going to see by November. Probably. Well, I don't know if November is going to like end at the start of November. So you guys might see it in October. So the road to Gear 5 for you guys is... What are we in? August? September? Oh, 2 months. You guys got 2 months until you guys get to see Gear fucking 5. Or 3 months.
And by the time I might be there, bro.
Hopefully, yeah. Smurf, what do you think? How do you feel? Wano's about to end, bro. You're there, like you're actually up to date on One Piece. Like, how do you feel?
It's not that up to date, to be honest, in the actual anime compared to the fucking manga.
Oh no, but I'm saying like you're up to date in the anime. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you feel? Like you're actually about to get to the end of Wano. Like, like.
Oh, I don't really feel good about it because I've been just kind of skipping chapters.
Are you playing the game?
See the fight.
Well, and hold on. In typical fashion, though, Smurf is running out of energy towards the end of the episode, and it would be fitting that in the finale we pretty much only talked about One Piece. That's great, but I do have a little preview to a segment I want to do in the coming new season 2 once we launch here in a couple weeks.
All right.
I was talking to you guys about doing a segment called IRO. Because IO is also the like symbol for on and off. So which one do you want to turn off? Which one do you want to keep on? And I got 5 either ors pretty much. I's or O's. You can just say keep or whatever. But I want to go through these kind of nerd culture things and get your quick response, and maybe it leads to an argument or a debate, whatever it is. But the first topic is pretty much media. So all the media goes away, including video games, anime, whatever it is. So the first topic is, do you want to keep one and expel the other forever? And it's Pokemon or Mario, the franchises. And we'll lead off with, let's just lead off with Sam.
Honestly, I played more Pokemon now. I would go with Pokemon.
Okay, so we got Pokemon on Sam. Smurf?
Can I speak in depth?
Yeah, huh? Please. No, please. Yeah, please.
So first off,
he wants to speak in depth.
Mario is a great fucking game. I grew up on Mario games. I remember That was one of the first fucking 2D game, whatever you would call that. I really played and enjoyed. But I would choose Pokemon over Mario. Not saying that Pokemon is better. It's just that in Pokemon, I'm competitive, and it opens that gate for me where I can play against other people, my friends, and be competitive. And then with Mario, you would have to play like different Mario games. Like there's not really, like I would have to play Smash Brothers, which is not really Mario. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not Mario.
It's Mario led, but it's more Nintendo.
Well,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
3
Nintendo.
World is co-op, but like
it's just that different dynamic. Like it's so I'll choose Pokemon, but I'm not saying it's a better game because I like them both for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm have to get rid of one forever, it's gonna be Mario. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, oh Mario.
Pokemon just got wild shit.
I don't know. Mario hits me different. Like when I was a kid, I hated Pokemon. I just got into Pokemon now as an adult because I learned the art of enjoying the adventure rather than the destination. You know, but I wouldn't want to give away Mario because I remember when I was 5 years old and I saw my 60-something-year-old dad playing Super Mario. Like I remember him sending us to bed, and then I sneaked to get a glass of water, and he's sitting there, lights off, TV on, playing Super Mario on his Super Nintendo, and I just sit next to him for hours. We'll be up until like 3 a.m. Him just playing, jacking it up, just doing shit. He knew all the cheat codes. He knew how to do everything. He was nasty in that shit. And I would just sit there watching him. As long as I didn't talk to him, as long as I didn't bother him, just chilled out, just boom, And I love that. And that got me into playing games. That got me into wanting to play video games, And then rather than going to Pokemon, I thought Pokemon was so boring as a kid. So if I had to lose one forever, I would say Pokemon because if I have a kid, I would love to show him Mario. I would love to take him to the journey of, of Super Mario World, and check this out, and this is lame. It's 2D. Yeah, I know, right? Now check out this Mario Odyssey. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a jump, right? I know. Now get the fuck back over there.
It's a big jump thing. You can
learn
64.
Learn the fucking enjoy the fucking adventure and get those because like Mario taught me so much, bro. Like how to really think in games.
Not gonna hold you. I'm have to agree on the boringness of Pokemon when I was younger. Like it took me to become much old. Like Pokemon Yellow and all that shit, nigga. That y'all loved on Game Boys, I didn't like that.
Bro.
Honestly, my question is, did you ever play with your friends?
You know
because
what it is?
That's what it was fun. That's why it was fun for me. Because I had that competitiveness with my brothers.
Bro, of course, bro. Like, yeah, my brothers had it. Our friends had it. We had the cables, but we had to connect.
You know what it is, bro? I just
realized,
like, when I was younger, I guess, like, I didn't understand ADHD. And nigga, to sit down and play Pokemon, nigga,
and then
as a kid, ain't no fucking way. That was mad boring.
And then get lost in a dungeon,
running around through bushes every time a bush Pokemon.
Bro, I can't.
I got time for that.
I can't tell you like when I played Emerald as a kid, and I had my Sceptile like level 70 something, and it was like a centimeter away, probably a millimeter away from leveling up, and I hit a rare candy. And thinking it would still, like, the experience bar would still be the same. It would just jump a level. And then I wasted so much time on that one level.
Bro, I'm just telling you, like, yo, it wasn't something for me now. And my brother, my fucking brother, shout out to my brother Danny. My brother was the real deal. My brother was a fucking trainer, all right? He had his fucking Pokemon Pocket ready. He will see people playing Pokemon Pockets. And he'll walk up to them. He'd be like, you play Pokemon? And they'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, you want to battle? And he'd be like, oh, they'd be like either yeah or they go, I don't have the wire. And then my brother will go in his back pocket and go, I have the wire.
You got the link cable on deck.
and then they will battle. And then we will stop. My mother will pick us up from school. We couldn't go to the fucking store to get a 25-cent juice because it costs too much time. But she will stand there and let my brother Pokemon battle. And she'll talk shit. She'll be like, yeah, my son's about to beat this kid's ass in Pokemon. Yeah, he's about to use Pikachu. And it's like Mewtwo and shit. Like, she don't know. She's like, yeah, Thunderbolt, Thunder Lightning. Yeah, it hits a tree. Like,
one of the thunder moves.
She don't know nothing, bro. My brother's there smoking people. Then we'll walk. Or people will come. Oh, you got Pokemon? I got Pokemon. And then he'll have Pokemon cards. Oh, I got Pokemon cards. Oh, I got Pokemon cards too. And then he'll play them in Pokemon. And then after like 5 fucking battles, my mom will be like, all right, Danny, we have to fucking go. And then they'll fucking leave. Like, my brother was the real fucking deal. Like, he had a book where he mapped out the IV trainings and all that shit. Like, he was like, he was the OG nigga and all that shit. Me, I'll watch him, then learn shit. I'm like, I don't know how you did that. Like,
I'm not gonna hold on watching him like, yo, you got way too much shot on your head.
That ass, bro. Like, I was so embarrassed as a kid. I was like, oh my god, my brother's a...
Ask him to train you?
No, bro, because I thought my brother was a fucking loser, bro. Like, I'm trying to... Bro, I was in the era of G-Unit, Rockaware.
That's the difference between us. That's why you didn't like it.
Bro.
I always found these battles with my brothers and shit.
Oh, I battled my brother. Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, I took it as training. You've seen how I play video games. I took this shit as training.
I took a lot of it.
Yeah, but what he just said was yes. Nigga, at that point, my brother.
Yeah, bro, I thought he was a big...
trying to get to places, and we're being held up because you're battling random ass niggas. You're a fucking...
Nigga, I swear to God, bro.
Pokemon Go when
bro, he was doing it, nigga. He was doing it, bro. Bro, like, he was in there, bro, battling, bro. Had Pokemon, yo. He knew about hacked Pokemon, and he had all this. It was wild. He knew about all those worlds. Like, he used to put me... Even now, I talk to him about stuff about Pokemon. Till this day, I go to him and my boy Joel. Those are the only 2 people I will ever go to about Pokemon. Those are the only 2 people that I know that they're Pokemon goats. No one beats them. Joel's a different level. Joel's like, yo, I'm the fucking Super Saiyan of fucking Pokemon trainers. But like, my brother was like that in Yu-Gi-Oh too. My brother built his own little Yu-Gi-Oh box. It was a Millennium puzzle box out of wood. It was a slide. And he had his different decks. And I used to battle him. He used to smoke me until one day I beat him once and I never dueled him again. And then...
He took the one win.
Okay, first of all, okay. No. Fuck out of here.
Wait. Let me tell you how much I support you. 100%, nigga. I got your back. I would die for it. Remember when I used to live in Jamaica? Me and my cousin, we used to play checkers all the time. When I tell you this nigga would smoke me every time, and then one day he got good. That I don't know where he learned the trick. He learned to double jump, and it's unfair because nigga, you didn't teach me that. I'm learning from you, bitch. So now he's double jumping me. I'm like, wow, that's
by
crazy.
the time you learn double jumping, triple jumping,
he's double jumping me, bro, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You can't do that. I'm calling my mom, everybody. Like, he's cheating. And they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm like, you can't? So I'm hurt, salty, losing the game. Like,
all my moves didn't work. I tried to call cheats.
One day I smoked him, nigga. When I told you he was like, yo, run that back, I was like, nah.
Bro, I literally retired, bro. Like, It was like, bro, and honestly, bro, my excuse is the same now, bro. In anime, you don't see, other than Goku. Goku's the only nigga that brings back the rematch. He's like, yeah, come back anytime. Nigga will go to heaven. Yo, come back anytime. Nigga be like, I'm dead. You're not. How do you want me to do that? Like, I'll go to you.
Promising Vegeta a final fight.
Nigga, they fight all the
years.
They
bro.
fight all the
but
time.
A final fight, like,
nigga,
but you know what it is,
training.
Bro? They can't final fight because they just spar now.
Nah, yeah, they really can't really fight.
And
like,
they've already done it.
But yeah, like no one.
The main two.
Yeah, like in animes, they don't refight, nigga. Like you're my final boss, nigga. I beat you, bro. I'm not gonna fight the final boss again, nigga. I beat you. Like,
well, except in Naruto. Naruto, they did.
I don't know. They might New Game Plus.
I don't know. I'm not doing that. I never go to New Game Plus. I stay at the game. I beat it one time. I'm not trying to do it again. Like, what do you think this is? Yo, I remember when I looked at my boy Chris and I'm like, yo, didn't you play this already? He goes, yo, I'm doing this in New Game Plus and Dark Souls. And I'm like, wait, you did that impossible shit and you're doing it again? He's like, yeah, so I could be stronger. I'm like, for who? For who? Oh, so I could fight niggas. For what? What are you?
I got this new game plus 4 before, and I was like, yo, I'm crazy. Like, I'm psychotic. Like, why am I doing this?
Like, yo, that's straight torture, bro. Like, I remember this boy Chris playing Dark Souls. I forgot what the fuck it was. We was going up this fucking castle, and he's talking crazy. Like, yo, I got this. He's talking like, yo, you see this armor I got? Crazy armor. It's brawling. You see this sword? Only 1% of the game have this sword because it's so strong. You see this? Mad crazy. I'm like, wow, Chris, like, you really have no fucking life. And then, like, we go up, and he looks, he goes, yo, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And we go, and a fucking dragon, a big-ass dragon just crawls up the fucking castle. And he goes, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And he's just like wobbling back and forth. I'm like, nigga, run. He goes, nah, I'm already here. I gotta do it. He goes, this is all my moment, my anime training. This is right now. I'm gonna go. He died immediately, bro. And I looked at him, and I said, bro, this is useless. You're nothing. What are you doing? You showed me God level tier. Nigga, you went to heaven, got God's armor, came back down, lost to a human creature, a dragon, a mortal being, bro. Like, what? He was like, I'm weak against fire. What? Nigga, what does the armor do? What is your armor protecting you?
It blocks everything. Except fire.
I was like, what are we doing here, Chris? I was like, yo, that's why I would never play Dark Souls. You almost tricked me on Elden Ring.
We almost got you.
Almost, motherfuckers.
Nigga, imagine fighting having an armor like that, nigga. Like it blocks everything except fire. Endeavor pulls up. You just start taking off your armor. He's like, what you doing? Nigga said, nigga.
Nigga, at this point, nigga, I'm useless, nigga. I might as well get punched.
Like, damn.
Like, bro, I just can't. Like, I hate some of these things, nigga. He'd be like, yeah, your armor's great. Speak against physical damage.
And all the 1% of the enemies do magic damage.
Magic damage doesn't even touch you. Physical damage fucks you up greatly, though. It mega increases.
You know what's hilarious, though? Is
Nigga said 0 bosses that does magic damage, 1% of enemies that do magic damage.
What'd you say, Coin?
Do you guys remember the original question I asked?
Yeah. It was Pokemon over
Mario.
Damn, we do got ADHD off that.
That's where I'm saying I came up with 5 of these. I think we're just gonna do one an episode because that lasted 20 fucking minutes.
Keep on. Let's do all 5, bro.
We're nasty.
Let's do at least 2.
I'm not even tired.
Wait, we didn't hear your answer yet.
Okay, very good. I even forgot. But I'm going Pokemon. I thought about it.
Keeping or getting rid
of? Keeping. Just because Mario was like it was the first game I ever really played as a kid. I was like 4 years old playing Mario 64, and it was fun. I liked the reiterations of the 3D mechanics, like was the Mario Super Sunshine and Galaxy. They were great, but they didn't really fit. Like, Pokemon had the anime, the cards, the games, like it just like everything encapsulating Pokemon. I'm just gonna keep that instead. Just it's weighing. It's a hard question, but yeah, I'm going.
I
Pokemon.
have literally like my entire team of Pokemon. I bred those niggas. Like, those are my children.
Yeah.
like those are my kids. All of them is my kids. Bred them to have perfect IVs. You know how much kids I had to give up,
bro.
Like I learned about like the slash technique in Red and Blue. Like slash was like a faster attack, and it had like a 50% critical hit ratio. Like we're all like nerds about this shit, learning how to like use your Pokemon just right. So yeah, I got more enjoyment out of Pokemon. But if we're gonna do a second one too, I do have one queued up that's not too crazy on the time limit, hopefully. But it talks about what we talked about earlier. It's Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles. Which one are you keeping? Start with we'll go in reverse. Okay. What? You go ahead, Smurf.
Nigga, do you remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when the tower got destroyed and they lost their powers and they all had on the robe? and it was fighting that ooze nigga.
That's a movie.
That movie changed my whole Power Ranger life, bro. Like I always thought Power Rangers was great, but after that movie, I was like, oh my god! Like all the Ninja Turtle movies are trash to me, bro. Even the new ones, they're black, they're mad ugly. Like I don't like them.
But not just movies.
I don't even
Movie
want to
shows,
talk about
too.
the new movies.
Don't like none of the Ninja Turtle movies. They just been doing real bad with Ninja Turtle, but I did grow up on both of them, and I watched them a lot on VCR. But Power Rangers was really cool to me as a kid.
All right. Smurf or Sam, Sage. All you have fucking S names.
SSSC. Damn.
This is hard.
I never wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, no matter how cool.
Bro, it's hard for me because as a kid, growing up playing video games, my favorite game as a kid was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on the SNES.
Yep.
Bro, that game was the shit.
It was the shit, nigga.
Bro, that shit broke me because that shit literally our SNES fried with the game inside. So we lost the game and the SNES, bro. So it sucks, bro. But honestly, I think I kept more up with Power Rangers than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And another thing too, like in Ninja Turtle, like I'm pretty sure everybody had a favorite character. And then my favorite character was the nigga with the two swords. Was it Leonardo?
Leonardo, yeah.
I fucking love swords, bro. But I never wanted to be that nigga.
Who was the dude with the robe mask?
Just tell me what weapon he had.
I forget what weapon.
Wait, what color mask?
Michelangelo.
Raphael. No, Raphael. Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is orange, right?
Yeah.
And Donatello.
I liked Raphael and Donatello. Michelangelo was the nice chill dude.
Okay. So we got 2 Power Rangers and Sage is back from his piss break.
Fun fact. I care nothing for the generations of the Pokemon anime or the Power Ranger TV shows. I hated.
Wait, what?
I hated Pokemon after Master Quest when he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, Ash. Hold on, hear me out. Ash lost so many times.
Nah, bro. I'm saying like
he finally won though.
After 20 years, nigga, don't give me that shit. If I do what
you do, I would never fuck with Pokemon. Nigga, I don't like Pokemon because of Ash was really
but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying for the show, for the Pokemon show, because Coin was talking about the anime before that. I hate the anime. For a while, it got me so mad because you just kept on losing for most stupidest reasons, bro. And it's like, bro, you're a trainer, nigga. What the fuck? And it's like, oh, he's still 10. He's been 10 for mad long, nigga.
And that show was 10 in red when I won the fucking championship.
Yeah, and that show literally teaches you how to play Pokemon the dumbest way. Like, play against your weakness and you'll still win. That's what it be saying. Like,
and like in Power Rangers, it's the same. I stopped caring. I really stopped caring about Power Rangers after the original niggas left. And then SPD came, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Cops, and they're riding around in pretty cool things. They had, like, cool helmets. I was like, oh, this is pretty fire. I fucks with this. They're in space. I like space. And then after that, didn't care. Dino Thunder, Jungle Fury, Overdrive, Samurai, whatever the fuck else these niggas were. I didn't care about
it. After Dino Force is where I stopped.
Dino Force? Oh, my God. Black, bro. Like, I was over it. Like, I was over Power Rangers, nigga. Like, yo, I don't want to see this no more.
Nah, I feel you. I agree. Like after, wait, there was one more before SPD called Wild Force. That one was good. I like Wild Force.
Like,
but after Wild Force and SPD, Power Rangers was really.
But you know what I loved as a kid and still growing up, and I'll still watch or play the games? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show was so wild. You learned everything there as a kid. I learned one. It's one. I guess I'm super biased because one. I live in a house of three brothers, and there were 4 brothers trying to coexist together. They had a lot of problems, and at the end of those episodes, they learned how to better coexist together to become a better team.
I will never lose this, nigga. Crazy, bro.
I mean, right? I could take Tapion doing that over that nigga doing it. I don't know, bro. Like I just remember that episode.
Turtles theme song is also kind of better.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You know what it is though?
Talk a shell of a time.
They had a lot of shows. So like,
well, I'll finish this with the it's Ninja Turtles for me, but because of the shows more. I like the shows, and like Sage said, like the Power Rangers kind of fell out. I fell off of Power Rangers once I found Dragon Ball Z, like I said. And yeah, Power Rangers was fun to watch as a 3, 4, or 5-year-old, but I haven't kept up with it. And Ninja Turtles will live forever because you're always gonna have those constant characters.
Honestly, I think I'm switching back.
Did y'all see the new Power Rangers?
Yeah, let's go.
Of course.
I love. I can play the NES game.
I love Power Rangers. Don't get me wrong, Smurf. I saw the new movie. I thought it was dope. I like that they added the armor as real armor. I fuck with Power Rangers. But if you put me against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's just a different caliber. Like, yeah. Now, if you talk about who's gonna win in a battle, obviously the niggas with giant mechas are gonna destroy the fucking turtles. But, like, you talk about worth and how value of the franchise it is and how great I like it. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, Power Rangers makes millions and millions of dollars, but...
I mean, this is all opinionated, so, like, we all...
That's why I wanted
true that, true that,
I'm glad nobody agreed.
We have our right to disagree to agree.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just be...
Everybody's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I'm a Ranger. It's cool.
Like, I definitely, this is definitely a...
All right, I don't know why you would just... call yourself a ranger. Why can't we just be both? I want to be a ranger.
No, you guys are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, that's
I'm a ranger.
That's what this is.
All right. I want to ask one.
But
I want to ask. Okay.
Before you go, the whole point is, what nerd podcast doesn't fucking say who would win in a fight. Fuck that. Let's get some personal experience.
I mean, there's no reason to argue this.
It's not who would win in a fight. It's which one would you rather keep.
That's what I'm saying.
I like this. There's definitely something that's
all right. Digimon or Pokemon?
Now enough bragging about myself. Sage has one.
Digimon
as he puts a Dorito in his mouth.
I didn't know what we talking about, fighting or keeping.
No, keeping. Like yeah. We can't be about fighting because I don't.
Pokemon can kick rocks, bro.
Honestly, bro. Digimon, like that PS2 game, I had so much fun as a kid.
Digimon slapped, bro.
Digimon, the anime slapped so hard.
And
they started doing a lot with it too. Like they started Digivolving and fusing with the fucking Digimon. I was like, oh my god. Like,
what did you say?
Pokemon tried to do that, but it was bad.
You said Digimon or Pokemon?
Oh, it's got to be Pokemon, right? Because I mean, Digimon was cool as an anime, but it didn't translate. Past season 2.
Nigga, what Digimon did you watch?
Like, the Digimon game.
The first and second season.
Digimon Survive just came out. Literally 2 days ago, Digimon Survive just came out.
Oh yeah, the PS2, Xbox games, they didn't sell well. Like it didn't translate into all forms of media. So you got to take Pokemon.
Bro, I don't care. That franchise was so good, bro.
Digimon all day, bro. I grew up watching Digimon. No. I like the Digimon cartoons more than I watch that shit way more than I ever watch Ash bitch ass Digimon.
I'll take stop playing with me. That first Digimon movie too beats any Pokemon movie. Beats all of them they put together.
I'm glad you're saying that because I didn't even see it, and I'm still jacking Digimon like.
Nigga, you didn't see Omnimon?
We gotta one of these days.
Omnimon,
we gotta play the PS2 fucking Digimon game together. We can do it through
like the Battle Royale game or Battle something. Yeah,
no,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm ready for sleep. How do y'all do this?
Insomnia.
All right, well.
One more. I mean,
We can
Smurf could leave.
Let me leave this on.
Just turn off the camera and
Death.
Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Later,
I
Smurf.
did have
Good night, bro.
a topic talking about game releases though. Coin. I don't know if you ever played Saints Row, but I think it's Saints Row the first game remastered. What it is, or they're just calling it Saints Row. But there's a new Saints Row coming out in August, and bro. Honestly, I haven't played any Saints Row games since the third, but like,
Yeah,
those
that's the
games
only
were
game I
so much
played.
fun. Like, I played 2 a lot when I was younger. I played that on my PS3. That was the game that I would just mess around with when I had like one friend over, or I was just playing a game by myself. Like, Saints Row was my GTA back then, basically. Because I wasn't allowed to play GTA. But I was allowed to play Saints Row.
I need you to.
I got that shit for free. I'm pretty sure off of PlayStation Plus. That's why my mother allowed me to play it.
So we figured out a way how to get into the city. Coin.
How to get him into the city?
Yep.
How?
So you know what we really realized that we haven't put into effect that we haven't really used.
What?
Caleb gets into the city.
Honestly, yeah, because Caleb's not only on crappy internet, he's also on a laptop.
So I asked Caleb. I said, "Yo, how do you get into the fucking city?" And he said he puts everything down. All the textures and all that stuff, all the graphics, it's on the lowest setting for him. And I was like, oh, so you don't really see the new textures and all that stuff? And he said, honestly, sometimes I see it, but most of the time he doesn't. Like, he doesn't see what me and you see, Sam. These PS5 graphics, he won't. So
Bro,
that's something. So that's something that Sam has, that Coin has to do. But this is
Hey, have a shitty experience just to play with us.
Well, it's not. It's literally.
No,
it's not that bad. Like,
it's not that bad.
I played it on low graphics.
It's still like basically you
regular
play
GTA
normal
graphics.
GTA on low, right?
Yeah. Just playing. So
it's literally the same thing.
Coin's problem.
You just won't see our like.
Well, let's wait.
Shit.
Let's wait. Month, maybe 90 days. No, 90 days. 60 days. And I might have some better internet. Because I've tried everything. Or we're on a podcast right now. We need to transition too.
Oh, but this is nerd stuff. We don't have to stop this just because you want to stop it and blame it on the podcast. I just feel like if you get on the game, on the actual GTA 5 game, and then you change the graphics and the textures all down to to low, and then open up 5M, that should definitely work. Because Coin's problem is that it's not like me, you, or Caleb that we can just do it inside the city. He can't even do it inside the city. Because he can't even get inside the city. So he has to do it outside the city, then to get inside the city. So I say, let's try it. What harm do we get? This podcast is over, right?
We can go after dark, I guess.
Well, we did after dark. No, I mean, we can. Oh, we can do after dark right now, but only.
That's what I'm saying, like Smurfs off, but.
Yeah, we can do after dark, but also you have to agree that after. You can try GTA.
No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Fine, tomorrow night.
At work, yeah.
Fine, agreed. All right, bet after dark. What's up? Talk to me nice. Talk to me wavy.
Hard pivot, but I'm just gonna open the floor up to you guys first. What's going on crazy in the world that you want to talk about? Could be minor, could be major. What do you want to talk about?
Samuel.
And if not, I will go into my spiel.
Samuel, you have anything?
Just jobs and what they're allowed to get through.
Talk about that, Sam.
Fucking
Yeah.
Just
Transparently.
like mandatory overtime and shit. Like, I'm of course not gonna name the company or anything, but like mandatory overtime and shit. Like, it's crazy how a company can force us to work so many hours, but as soon as we call it once, it's a problem. Like, we want one day off, and they'll ask us to come in on our days off, bro. Like, it's insane, and it's mandatory. It's not like, oh, can you come in? It's mandatory. You have to come in, or you get points. And like some companies be doing fuck shit where they steal hours that you already worked because you didn't work these other hours.
Well, and let's
crazy.
get into the overtime debacle too, because I've often said, because I've worked in a warehouse before, like I got together with all the people, like, because we would just all talk to each other, and you're really grouped in with your employees, your fellow coworkers, more than you are management and general management, right? So they would pull out the calculator and be like, oh, anything past 12 hours of overtime, which is basically a day in a warehouse. It could be 8, could be 10, but still, you're probably going to be there 12 hours of overtime if you have mandatory overtime. Anything past that, you're getting fucked by taxes.
Yep.
Here's my biggest question too, and I want to kick it back to you guys. Why is overtime taxed when most of the time you're calculating like taxes and budgets at the governmental level, right? You're usually doing it on 40-hour work weeks based off the employment level. So if somebody works 60 or 70 hours a week, why the fuck are they getting taxed on top of what was supposed to be like the budget, the 40 hours a week, right? And I get there's other variables like the change in employment levels, whatever it is. But why is overtime even taxed? I'll push that question to you guys. See if you guys think it should be. Whatever, just go.
Make us more broke, honestly.
I mean, overtime is. I don't feel like it shouldn't be taxed. I don't feel like we should not tax it either. I feel like any money, income that a American citizen makes on American soil should be taxed. But I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. Like so you don't.
But if you work, say you work 70 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that puts you in another tax bracket for that paycheck.
Yeah.
That fucks you because you're losing money.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because say you're making let's just make it an even number, 20 hours, $20 an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just make it 10 just for the sake of simplicity. You're making $10 an hour and you work 40 hours a week, right? Okay. If you work 52 hours, then you're getting the time and a half from overtime and you're making a killing and you're getting taxed more for that, yes, but you're making more money. Now, once you're working 53 hours plus to 60, maybe 70, there's some places that work 80 to 84 hours a week.
Yeah, I know. I used to work 90 hours a week.
Yeah, and that overtime fucks you because you're getting taxed more on that than you are getting paid if you would have just worked the 40 hours. Why the fuck are you working harder and more hours to lose money, essentially? Yes, you're getting more money, but you're losing money by the hour.
So my manager, we're gonna keep it like that for conversation speak. Me and my manager had this conversation. My manager, if she works 60 hours, right, and does tier 4 commission, right, she says that she loses money, right? Same thing that Coin is debating. And I'm going to explain to Coin the more narrow numbers of why it makes sense. So my manager, she explains that if she works 60 hours and does tier 4 commission, it's almost as if she worked a whole day for nothing, right? She's like, I basically just worked 10 hours for nothing because that's just being taken by taxes, right? So when I tell her, and we sat down, and I said, show me a regular paycheck that you make. Just regular. Nothing crazy. She showed it to me. I said, show me what you made before taxes. She showed me. I said, okay, show me your overtime. Okay. It took a lot, right? I'm not lying. It's not like I'm not gonna say it is. But her paycheck after that was more than her gross pay. Or at times around that gross payment. So that's what I was telling her. I'm like, that's why you work overtime.
But you're factoring in commission.
Hold on. No. Commission's a different thing. Commission's a different like system. That's just hourly wages that we was adding into. So with your overtime, people add all those monies and you get your gross payment, you go, oh my God, that looks so crazy. And then when taxes take a big ass chunk, you think about only just that. You go, damn, the taxes took so fucking much, man. That shit fucking sucks. And it's like, yeah, if you think it like that, then you should never work overtime. Because you're thinking about it completely wrong.
Or a certain percentage.
But if you work 40 hours, you don't make 40 hours of real work. Because taxes takes a chunk. So you're really making 32 hours of what you're earning. But if you work overtime, you're solidifying your 40 fucking hours that you put in there no matter fucking what. And what taxes take is the extra. Yeah, take that. I don't mind that. I'd rather taxes take my overtime than taxes take my actual paycheck. Now, if you see it like that, it looks different. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not working for money. I'm working so that taxes could just cover that. That way, I get my full fucking check, my real full.
But we're talking about time versus money. So if you're talking about, okay, yeah, say you put in 10 hours of overtime, you're seeing the benefit. And like I said, let's exclude commission completely. You were just talking about hourly. I know. But say you're working in a fucking hot-ass warehouse and you work your 40 hours. They mandate you work, 10 to 12 overtime hours, Sam, usually, whatever it is. But they try to get you to more of that. Yeah. They try to get you to do more than that, like 2 days of overtime. So, upwards of 24 hours worth.
So Sam's situation.
And then you start losing money by the hour for your time. So you're left with less time and less money per hour because of the taxation on overtime. That's the biggest issue that I have with it.
So I don't know if you're comparing it to the situation to what Sam's going through. That's completely different. What Sam's situation is that Sam is.
Well, I've been in a warehouse before.
Oh no, yeah, but that's completely different. Like that situation is not really what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
See if Sam's situation, if that company wasn't taking their hours and shaving it off of the top and skimming off of the top. They wouldn't mind working the overtime because their checks would have been fat. Like no one likes to work. Like forget what these fucking millionaires.
Well, no one likes to work more.
No one wants.
No, it's not only that. It's also
no one likes to.
The 2 hours of overtime they have us work normally. Like we be doing nothing, bro.
That's
I literally
another
be
thing.
standing there doing nothing for 2 hours.
No one likes working and not getting what they're working for. Right? I was working 90 hours a week in the fucking kitchen. I'm not gonna say it, but like, yeah, I fucking loved it. I was in there. It was the fucking time. I fucking hated it, bro. I didn't have a life. I didn't have time. I didn't see my fucking family. I didn't fucking think. I didn't have time to grow. I was just working. But you know why I kept on doing that? Because they paid me fucking lovely. It was great. I was giving money to my mom for the rent, for the light, for the this, and I paid my own shit. I bought my J's, and I still got money to spend to go to fucking Cali if I fucking wanted to. It's like it mattered. But if I worked 90 hours and I got an 70-hour paycheck because of they were skimming the top, because my 90-hour paychecks, they were getting taxed. I was in that bracket, and it sucked. But I didn't think about it like that. The way how I saw it was when I hit overtime, I'm attacking the taxes. This is what y'all niggas are taking. Because I'm going to take this. My 40 hour, my 60 hours, that was my thing. Like I wanted to work more than 90 hours. I wanted to work 100 hours so I can make more money, a little bit of my overtime in. You know, that's how I saw it, because that's the game. It's never oh, we're gonna make this to earn this. No, you're gonna have to run unless you have your own business, unless you have your own money, unless you have your own land, unless you have your own thing that you can touch and create, and where you get your own money, you're always gonna get a fraction of what the millionaires and billionaires make, and that fraction is always gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller, because we are not the essential workers. No one gives a fuck about us, bro. The essential worker shit was such a scam. I laughed at that shit so fucking hard. Oh, we care about you. I remember the same time I saw that fucking commercial. We care about you. The unsung heroes. The essential fucking workers. The minute I saw that, that was when my job trimmed 15 hours from me because of COVID. I was like, ha! Thanks, essential fucking workers.
Bro, I was an essential worker and I got fired.
I'm just telling you, they don't give a fuck about us, bro. Your job is not gonna give a fuck about you, bro. So that's the game. If you take it as, I know you're gonna skim off me, but I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna make as much money as I can, and you're gonna take what I allow you to take. Not my check. You're gonna take my overtime. Have that, because my 40 hours now, my net pay, my gross pay that I got, that's mine now. That's all mine. You got the extra shit. You can have that. That wasn't even mine to begin with, you know? That's the thing that you have to understand. Overtime is not granted to you all the time. So if it's not yours, so if they fake give it to you but then take it from you, why are you mad that they took it from you? It was never yours. What was yours?
No, but when they're
was
mandating overtime, yes, then that's a problem.
No, again, what I'm saying, I'm not connecting it to Sam. Stop connecting it. I'm not connecting it.
But it's not just Sam. There's millions of workers across the world. Warehouse and distribution is an insane market right now.
So I'm not okay. What I'm saying is, if anyone is dealing with a situation like Sam's situation, where your company is stealing money from you, I wholeheartedly agree. You should leave that company, and that company's a shitty ass company. What I was saying was that you said that we should stop taxing overtime.
Absolutely.
So that was what I was just battling. Because
but why do you think we shouldn't? Because I heard your explanation, but at the same time, if we have a fiscal budget on the governmental level for taxation, what are they? There's no way you can accumulate data on overtime for every single person and get like an average. I guess you could, but you would have to poll and ask every single individual company that requires overtime or has overtime, right? They all put that information in the IRS, sure, but are they taking this into account for their fiscal budget? Because they shouldn't, because it's such an insane variable. If COVID happens again like it did in 2020, how many people were getting overtime? Fucking nobody. So there's no way they could budget a certain amount of, hundreds of millions of dollars with overtime pay and taxation into their fiscal budget for the federal government. There's no fucking way they can collect all that information. So what is their budget based on? It's probably based on the employment levels and 40-hour-a-week work levels with a variable average of wage numbers, right? Because wages are constantly increasing. So when they take that into consideration for their budget for the fiscal year, why the fuck are they still taxing overtime if they can't accumulate information based off of it? And why are they taxing it more? They're stealing our money.
Or at least overtime should only be taxed, overtime should be taxed where since it's time and a half, they should just take the half. So you get paid the time.
Okay. Sam, have you guys ever worked on a budget? Have you guys ever worked on scheduling, worked on work labor, dividing the work labor within a weekly or daily basis within any company whatsoever?
Like scheduling, so that
beyond scheduling and hourly time. It's talking about when you're on the clock and you're looking at the statistics and you're in the back of house and you're seeing how many Because that's the thing. You're thinking that companies work on hourly wages. That's not how companies measure you. Companies give you that measurement so it converts, but they convert it into labor. Everything's down to labor. So the problem is, if Sam starts at 9 o'clock and you start at 12, Sam gets out at 5, right? And you leave at 10, right? Sam will get in at 5, you starting at 12. At 2 o'clock, your labor on my chart will be very small because you just started. While Sam's is hitting his quota of the labor that I have him for. Now, if he works over that, he's working over my labor chart. And that's a big problem on a federal level. So now, when people put people for overtime, let's say if you leave, you come in at 12 and then you start throwing up, or your girlfriend comes and she shanks you in the neck, and you have to leave, right? Sam has to stay.
Great analogy.
Sam, it can happen, right? Right? Sam has to stay. Now, hourly, it doesn't affect anything, but it's converted into labor because now we're missing labor because you're no longer here. So now Sam's over labor that he's cooking up and generating, and it just grows over time. That's fine. That's actually wanted because he's been here. So yes, please stay overtime. Sam is certified. Sam is fired things. Sam is this. Sam is that. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. That doesn't affect our labor. You know, hourly wagering and all that stuff, that doesn't matter. If they can allow it, they can have Sam on for 24 hours if his labor is fine. And if there wasn't enough rights and laws. So when it goes down into the numbers and all that stuff, there's no financial thing of, oh, we have to pay this much for overtime. It's all about labor. As long as we're keeping our labor thingy, that's our budget. That's our,
from the company's perspective.
From every company's perspective.
No, but I'm talking about
We're
from
talking
the
about
government's
governmental
perspective. Like, how do they factor in how to tax this other than,
So,
oh shit, they're getting paid more, we need to tax them more. Slave labor.
Again, no one accounts overtime as taxing. There's a bracket. If I work overtime, let's say if I'm making $5 an hour and I work overtime, they're not taking that much money from me, right? I'm pretty chill. They're taking a little bit of taxes. Is fucking great if I'm working overtime, right? But it's because we're still in that low bracket where taxes are still cool and they're our friends and they still hang out with us, you know. But if you making $20 an hour and you're working overtime, you have to understand that you are reaching a certain bracket of money, not hours, not wages. That's what the world counts. If they counted hourly and wages, the world will crash. It's too much. People generate too much hours and too much things on a daily basis. Late add-ins. I put in my hours every 2 weeks, and I'm supposed to do it daily. For one of my jobs. It's like it's not accurate. Whereas wages, we know these are his wages. We got to crack down to his labor. It's all connected. So then they know, okay,
so it's money based and not hourly based, and that's bullshit. Because if you're going to have a merit based society where, okay, you do more, you get paid more, okay, you could take that into the overtime, right? But then there's a cap. If you work 90 hours a week, like you said, in certain fields, you're getting paid essentially less per hour while working more hours and losing time and losing money. That's my main argument right now.
I get your main. I get your main.
What we're saying is when it's forced over a certain.
I understand that, and once again, when you guys are talking about the factory stuff, I get that, and I said that already. Like I agree. Like if that's wrong. So I feel like you just want to vent about factories. So I'm gonna agree and go.
No,
yeah.
not even.
No, it's not about
every
venting.
job is allowed to mandate you 60 hours. The cap for overtime that actually makes you good money is 12 hours. That's what we're saying.
Okay.
Why are companies
Okay.
Like my argument in the beginning is why are companies allowed to steal our time, but we're
Okay,
not allowed to take our time back?
if that's the argument, back to my original argument before Coin kept on connecting it to people stealing hours and all this other stuff. Back to what I was telling my manager. If they do it correctly, you are gaining your hours. It's not stealing. You just hit a higher bracket, so you lose more money. It's not wrong. At the end of the day, you're not promised that money. You're promised 40 hours or whatever time that you're promised. That overtime is just extra work. So if you take it in your brain as, yeah, they're stealing my money and they're doing this and that, then yeah, there's nothing I can really say to you to make you think that. But the way how I see it is, I wasn't promised that money on Monday. I wasn't promised that money. Overtime, even if it's mandatory, which I've never, and I've been in a lot of jobs. I've never heard of no other job other than factories and crazy manual labor jobs where it's mandatory overtime. And my dad is a construction worker. He's owned construction businesses, and that nigga doesn't even do mandatory overtime. So to me, when I say companies, that's not, I don't know. But then again, COVID's a thing, and they're online distribution, and they're high on, I guess, orders. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
construction is different from distribution.
Yeah, but 100%. for what I know from all this stuff, I don't see it as them taking my money. It's not my money. They're actually taking the company's money, and the company's giving me whatever's left.
And me personally, I've worked a lot of overtime before and gotten less money in my check than when I didn't work the overtime.
Yeah, and I don't know, and that's a lot of shady things that companies do. Like, you have to understand, companies don't like to give overtime. It's not the government's problem. I've heard people that they work overtimes and they cut their checks into parts so that they don't have to pay them overtime pay. And they cut those hours into small parts, and they give it to them throughout their bi-weekly checks. I've heard all that stuff. That's not the government's fault. That's not taxes' problem. That's the government's problem. Because I've worked in solidified.
You mean the companies?
Yeah, that's the company's fault. Like, that's their shady things. Because companies 9 out of 10 times, they don't want to pay you overtime. And if they can throw it under the rug and make you not see it, they definitely would. That's why I'm very well versed. I know how to check my pay stubs. I know how to do all this stuff. I know how to check on them. Yeah, I know how to check on them. But I've never.
No, but here's.
Yeah, go.
Go.
No, tell me, please.
Go. No, I interrupted you.
No, I'm done. Please tell me.
Well, you're also talking, like I said, when you say I have never and all this other things, we're talking about when you're in a distribution job, and don't just say, like, I'm bringing it back to this because this is a very prevalent job in America. Like you said, when COVID hit, what was Walmart doing? What was Amazon doing? They were ramping up their fucking distribution.
So we're not talking about all companies then. We're talking about distribution companies. You see how this is kind of flipping now? I don't understand. I don't understand.
But in particular, you said earlier, I've never been mandated overtime. Okay, so let's take all the retail jobs out of the equation, because I work in retail. But I've also worked in a warehouse where it was a much harder job, longer hours, mandatory overtime, and that's where a lot of people are headed because it makes more fucking money, because that market is growing consistently because everybody wants to stay at home and get their shit delivered to them. So we can assume that this market has grown, right? Substantially in the last 2 to 3 years. So there's also a giant market for it. There's a lot more employees. This is a growing problem because they're requiring, let's just take the mandated overtime out of it. What I said originally, and what you said, it's not the government's problem, it's the company's problem. Okay, but if the government stopped taxing overtime, I feel they would get more production out of every single individual working in the distribution chain, because they would be more inclined to work overtime. And guess what that does? That's not a company problem now, because now the company is meeting production. So the company is thriving. So now if you work overtime, you're incentivized to work more and get taxed less. So you're getting that money just right off the bat, okay, say they work fucking 80 hours a week. Now they're not getting taxed out the fucking assholes, so it looks like their paycheck looks like they work 55 hours. So that's where I disagree with you, is it is a governmental issue. Because why the fuck are they taking our money when they budget for the fiscal year based off of probably a 40-hour work week per employed American, which hovers around, I think the lowest we've gotten is 5 to 6%. Highest now, and I don't even know what it is now, but I know it's probably reached over 9%.
I have no idea. Honestly, I'm gonna hold you. You guys are flipping so much in this conversation. I don't know if you guys are intentionally doing it or you guys don't understand. But you guys are saying so many different things. I don't know what to say. So
it's a nuanced subject.
No, because I started off with, yes, factories are bad. I agree with you, but then we start talking about taxes, and then you were going, no, I'm not just talking about factories. I'm talking about all companies. So then I started talking about all companies, and then you brought it back down narrower to no, I'm talking about distribution factories and stuff like that. So there's like, where are we going at? Where's the spot that we're staying at?
Okay, even if I fucking work 80 hours a week in retail, I shouldn't be taxed that.
Okay, so if that's are we staying there? Are we gonna go back to
we
factories?
We can stay there, but like I said, we were on the mandated overtime, and that took us back to factories.
But I told y'all that was wrong already. Like I didn't fight you on that. Like I don't know.
But you disregarded production.
I didn't.
Like
I didn't at all. I didn't say that. No. I agreed. I said if you work at a factory, these things that they're doing this, that is wrong. That is what I said. I also explained the other part of what I was saying. You combined all that, and I just hold on, please, because I just want to get this off. You kept on combining everything that I was saying or picking and choosing and saying these one things. And it's like, I just need you guys. I agree. Mandated overtime is wrong. That is a bad thing.
We agree on that.
Yeah. Distribution centers that do that force and abuse the people in their companies is wrong. It's been happening since the beginning of time. I agree. That is why unions are created. And the people that reject unions are morons. Oh. And that is a big problem. and people that hate unions, I also understand you. Because I have seen the good and the bad side of unions. I really have. So I understand that 100%. That is what I'm saying. But if you're talking about the government itself on why they should tax us and they shouldn't tax us on overtime, that's something that's completely different. Because if you make $10 an hour and on overtime you make $15 an hour, that means together you're making $25 an hour, right? Together on the wages, you're making 15. No. Hold on. Let me.
Time and a half is time and a half. Not time and a half and time.
Coin. Stop. Let me finish, bro. From if you make $15, right? From if you make $10 an hour, right? From the overtime you make 15. From that 15, you're making $15. Let's say you're making $15 for those 4 hours. For those 4 hours, you're making 15. But for the last 10 hours, you made $10 an hour. That means that means for 4 hours together. If you add the 4 hours there and the 4 hours for the 10 hours, it adds up to $25 of worth, right? And you're saying for those 15 hours that someone else makes for $15 an hour, that they get taxed extra, you're not getting taxed for that. Now tell me how that's fair. So tell me how you make $20 an hour and someone that's making overtime on $20 an hour has a fatter paycheck than you, and you're working your ass off, and you go, how the fuck does this make fucking sense? How does that's
because it's one thing that you said earlier too that I agree with is nobody wants to fucking work. So how do you incentivize work, more production? You don't fucking tax overtime. That gets people to stay, right?
Or you stop.
That gets people to work more.
Or you stop working in jobs that you have to do overtime, where you make more, where you don't have to work overtime. That also insensitizes you, or whatever the hell that weird word is.
Incentivize.
Yeah, thank you.
I got you.
That word also makes you want to work also. You know, so it's like that's just something weird. Like we shouldn't just do. That's an extreme form. Like we should just stop taxing overtimes. Like that's pretty old.
Okay, but that's an easier solution than asking fucking hundreds of millions of people, hey, if you don't like overtime, stop your job. What if they have kids? They can't fucking do that, dude. They have to go in. They have to do the mandatory.
You know what? I hear that. But I grew up with a mom, a single parent, for almost a decade of raising 3 kids. That she literally was on that type of energy though. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do for the better of my kids, to show my kids that you don't have to settle. So I feel people that say that, and I feel their hearts, and I'm not being mean or anything. But if you're getting disrespected at your job, and if you feel like you're being robbed or any of these things, and it's not worth it, please, oh please, oh please, do not use your children or your struggle as an excuse to keep on being oppressed and abused at the place where you work. That's not
what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying corporations don't give a fuck about you and your family,
and you
whatever.
Exactly.
They're gonna make you do these things.
And no, they're not. We allow it. They don't make us do anything. They don't make us do anything. They allow it. They say, hey, you have to come to mandatory.
Individually.
You have to come.
We allow it. But we can't unify.
Why not? It just takes you know what's funny? It takes enough of just one people to cause a statistic to become a stigma. You know? Like I hate that. Oh, it's too little. It just takes one. Keep on doing it. People are gonna catch on. The recall order on a business is big. They watch that. Retention on a business, the amount of people that come in and leave is big in a business. Do that. That affects them. Don't stop. Don't just be like, yeah, companies don't give a fuck about us. They just da 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 da. Find a better one, bro. Have that time. You know, for the people that are there, that you guys get these things and you're getting the experience, you have all this stuff, take your shit somewhere else. I'm not saying leave your job now and abandon it and go find another job and be homeless. No, be smart about it. While you're working, look for jobs. It's easy. It takes 5 minutes to apply for 10 jobs online now. That's on your lunch break. If you're that serious about leaving your job. But most people don't want to. They don't want to change. They like comfort. They want the world to change around them. And that doesn't work like that. Factories are never going to change. Distribution centers are never going to change. And the fact that right now that we're in a pandemic still that's affecting us and our distribution centers, and they have this weird fucking loophole system where they could kind of do whatever they want because they could just blame it on COVID. There's nothing that you can do. We can't take them to court. There's people that are fighting for COVID cases in seriouser matters, and they still haven't sat in front of a judge. You know, there's nothing that you can do. What you can do is better your life. What you can do.
Well, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I approve and I back you up on taking out taxes for overtime. Like, no, that's for all that. Let's take out taxes for everything. Then I want taxes off for all fees.
No.
Why not? No. I work my heart off
because it's overtime. What's expected of you? 40 hours a week. Okay, if you work over that, you should be incentivized. Bro, and not just by, okay, yeah, time and a half. Yeah. But like I said, we're just kind of talking around in circles. But like I said, just if you're making more money per hour, yeah, but you're getting taxed more once you hit a certain fucking hour, yeah. What the fuck is up with that? Why are you making less money an hour for working more?
I'll tell you what.
That's like I said.
I think it's even worse.
I think it's even worse by not doing it.
The taxation on companies. Overtime. The taxation on company system is really created because Americans are too stupid and they don't know how to take out 30% of their annual income every paycheck. That's literally what it is, bro. Because if you're tax exempt, like I've been tax exempt in a couple of my jobs. Shout out to Andrew Cuomo. You know, and when I was tax exempt, that didn't mean I didn't have to pay my taxes at the end of the year. I still had to pay. 30% of my income had to come out and I had to pay that. That's literally what it is. It's because companies don't want to be blamed They don't want to have to sit there and go, don't forget to take out a little bit of your paycheck. And then they go, oh, well, they never told me that. So you know what? We're going to take it out for you. The government's going to do it. We already approved it. You don't even get to see out of your check. It's fine. That's literally what it is. So why not? You just give me my whole fucking check and you don't tax me. I don't ever use workers' comp. I don't give a fuck about social fucking security. I don't care about giving money to another kid in the hood. I'm on generational wealth that they don't fucking get. I want to give my money out. I want to have full control. If we're gonna go this route, let's not just play softball with just overtime taxes. Fuck all that.
No, stop,
fuck all that bullshit.
Stop.
No.
You're
I'm
going
not.
on an extreme right
no.
now.
I'm dead
Social
serious.
Security
But I'm
tax
dead
is
serious.
required. You
I'm
have
dead.
to pay that.
I'm dead serious. I'm super dead serious. Also, by the way, in 2005, a statistics scientist that was working for the government sat there and said that by 2025, the Social Security system will have crumbled, if not break upon itself. So to me, that's a scam. To me, when I found out that Donald Trump found out that the government was taking dead people's Social Security money that they wasn't claiming and putting it in a secret account so they can use it for other things, that's how I can say fuck Social Security money. I can definitely say that. That's why I'm not saying it to be patronizing. I'm being dead ass. Let's not just stop at overtime taxes. Give me my money and my full, and you make me responsible for fucking making sure that I pay my proper taxes. Because at the end of the day, the IRS is on my ass regardless. So if they're gonna be on my ass either way, give me all my money. I got you. I know how to do it. Give me a class, teach it to kids.
This goes into a different realm of, if you're talking about like Social Security and FICA and all these other things that are like automatically taken out of your paycheck. Okay, but those do something. Overtime is not calculated, and then once they take that tax money, they just grow their fucking budget to spend money and go bomb other countries or send $40 billion to Ukraine. What I mean?
Where does the FICA money go?
The FICA, that's FICA. I might be wrong. I think I'd have to look. It's federal income. Fuck, I'd have to look it up. I don't.
For what?
But it's at the bottom of your check. You have Social Security and you have.
Oh FICA. No, yeah, but where does it go? What is it for? Like
federal government. You don't know.
We don't. But we know. So like I gave you Social Security, right? Social Security is for the next generation. When I turn 65, I collect it.
That's a specific program.
That
is just federal income tax.
Yeah,
that just goes to the federal government, and then they create their budget based on the collective income tax, and then they spend it abroad.
Yeah, but that's always like the lowest amount too. I don't give a fuck about FICA. All right, that's cool. FICA's cool. FICA doesn't rape me in the ass. FICA takes me out to dinner. They make me pay the extra, for the extra steak. I gotta pay for valet parking. FICA's fine. I have a good time.
Okay, with FICA. But you don't work harder for FICA. You work harder for overtime. That's the fucking whole thing.
But this is what I'm saying though. The whole taxation system itself. What I'm trying to tell you is that the whole taxation system itself is so fucking annoying, and you're just stopping at the foot, nigga. If we're gonna go after this beast, nigga, I want to go for the heart. Nigga, let's change this whole system.
I get you, but then you fucking leave out, and I hate, distribution of wealth, but sometimes you need those programs, those government programs like WIC, like social welfare, like you need those things to help people out. If our fucking employment rate hovers between, at the very fucking best, 5 to 6%, at the very worst, 10 to 11%. We still have that many fucking people. What is that? 35 million people in the U.S. And that's based off of population. So there's children. So let's just say it's 20 million people without a job.
No, yeah.
Okay, we gotta supplement some. Like, we still have to have taxation on some level because we have so many people and so much income coming in. All our gripe was, hey, if I work harder, fucking reward me. But government's in bed with all these corporations that don't want to fucking do that. The government wants more money, so they're all it's a good old boys club. That's all it fucking is. That's why I say I have a hard stance on overtime being taxed, is because it takes away money from them that they weren't accounting for.
But there was.
No, they weren't. Not overtime. You can't account for overtime. Does the government know, like, oh shit, yeah, they're definitely going to get Sam and Coin to work fucking overtime this week. Like, they don't know that. Sam could call in, Sam could fucking quit, and they don't know until the next year when the taxes are reported.
Okay, so the company, right? And I'm not trying to post bail for the company that we're talking about. Can we give these companies a fake ass name? Bozos, right? Bozos.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So Bozos.
I thought you were about to say the name of the company.
Nah, man. Yo, you know what's funny? I was trying to create a cool name with like the things in it, but I can't.
The Bozos
I was
company.
thinking clitoris.
Bozo Incorporated.
Something crazy. Like I couldn't think.
Yeah.
Bozos, right?
Bozos.
So the Bozo company, right? It's been happening for about a year now, right? Sam, you said, or a year and a half, 2 years about going on?
Like a year.
A year, right? At that time, right? A year ago, we remember that we went through a big problem. We went through a big change where we wasn't really in a pandemic, but we was kind of in a pandemic, and people still didn't leave their houses, and you know, Uber Eats got really important, and online got really much a thing, and people started being like, stay home, and then people started staying home more. So online distributing didn't go away. Like, it didn't drop down to regular size. It only increased because it got popular. It became a fad. You know, people started rapping about these things: Lyft, Uber, Amazon. You know, what are the pharmacies? Rite Aid. Shout out to fucking Rite Aid. Do you guys know Rite Aid?
No, we don't have Rite Aid.
Rite Aid's like a CVS, like a Walgreens, like all those things. Yeah. Shout out to I swear I only think that's like a New York thing. But Rite Aid's popping. I love Rite Aid. They're the best ones out of all of them. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They're better than Walgreens, better than CVS, better than Dwayne Reed. The fuck? That bougie ass store. Bro, Dwayne Reed is the richest one, bro. It got like all the bougie shit. Voss Water started there. It's like, I hate that place, bro. That's in the city, bro. I hate that place. Anyway, so like, you know, like those stores amped up because they started doing it. Like even now, like on Uber Eats, like on my Uber Eats, I get promos for convenience stores. Like I get 50% off of what you could buy at convenience stores. And it beats, you know, Instacart got big, you know, so the demand got higher. So they need people. So when you say that they didn't plan that, yeah, they did plan that because they see their money coming in. They go, okay, we can pay these people this if we account this. Like it's there. It's not, but you're also right. They don't plan it on Monday to see it on Friday, but they see it. Like they see the numbers and they go, okay, we can give money here, you know, we can do this, and they
can probably take IRS numbers like from the averages over the past few years for overtime.
It's all algorithm.
Like said, but it perpetuates itself.
Yeah, it's all an algorithm. It's all data. It's all something that they go, okay, cool. We're gonna get this much money coming in, so we can work our workers this much. And if they put it into a system, oh, okay, cool. So we can give them this much hours divided into each. And then the owner tells this guy tells this guy, this guy tells this guy, then this guy tells the Bozo's managers. Then they tell the Bozo manager, hey, you can give your guys mandatory overtime because we have this much to give. For this set amount of time,
we need this many people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's
so
what
it is
the problem. I think would be fixed with, you know, no taxing overtime because you would get more overtime for production. But like I said, we can agree to disagree, whatever it is. But
the company would lose money.
I do
though.
like where this conversation headed.
The company.
Oh yeah.
The company would lose money though. Like more money, right?
But what would they gain through production? Because what are they gaining through production of overtime now? You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Yeah, but that's like saying that's like telling a billionaire basketball coach like, yo, if you put more money in for LeBron and Kobe, we'll get like 10 rings. And then the billionaire goes, yeah, I hear that. That's a lot of money though for LeBron and Kobe. You know, like I'm just saying, like at the end of the
I know my. Yeah.
Like they're like this, like that's
a good example.
like that's never gonna happen. Like these billionaires don't want to lose money. So even if we can start it at the small company level, they're never gonna agree to it because they're gonna be like, "What? Pay you more? Pay you more, nigga? Half of y'all niggas are high. One of y'all niggas is fucking my wife." You know, like I don't want to pay y'all. I don't want to pay y'all anything. You know, like it's just like the companies are so petty. It's just like they don't see it like that. They're like, yeah, I'll give it to the fucking taxes because they have to already. So they all count it up to that. Oh yeah, we gotta pay you on taxes, and then when tax season comes, it's all a big ass tax break. Oh yeah, I paid 35 workers today, so I taxed them and all that stuff for the past year. So I should get a tax break, right? Oh yeah, you are gonna get a tax.
Exactly, they're getting a tax break.
Yeah,
but we're having to pay
exactly.
more taxes. That's why we're saying that we shouldn't have to pay in taxes. Like that's what we're getting.
Well,
at.
We
shouldn't be the ones having to pay for these.
I don't know where I became the pro business guy, but
yeah, right. It goes back to like you could even take it to like a nationalist standpoint, which I don't know why that word has been demonized so much. But if we're supposed to be this productive company, which we're not, we're all consumed by entertainment and we're falling rapidly. But what I'm saying is if we were to believe in this country and the work ethic, why the fuck would you want people hating their job and not investing into your employees? Just saying like, okay, yeah, I'll take the distribution thing a second step. You could probably take it into all forms of employment, but I know for a fact the company I worked for had within a year a 99% turnover rate, which means they lost 99% of their employees within a fiscal year.
Damn. That means they basically replaced their entire roster.
And you could take that into the lack of work ethic too, or you could also take it into a lack of, putting in investment into your employees. I get there's a fine line. I'm just saying, if you're there established, working overtime constantly, man, I think you deserve that pay to yourself.
Well,
speaking of commitment,
I would give my team, if I was to do this, right, I would be like, look, man, like if I'm a business owner, right, and let's say you guys came up to me, right. This is, of course, a hypothetical world where I can be this crazy business owner where I can rule over you and stuff, right? And you guys,
and you'd be an anomaly, but go on.
Yeah, and this happens, and you talk to me about this. I will go, look, I can't do that. Mainly, I don't want to do that. If you guys want me to be real with y'all, but look, I can't do that. I could, but I don't want to. You're right. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to pay you more. But this is what I would do. And this is what I would honestly do. I'm like, because you're going to lose all that time and all that payment and taxes and all that stuff, I'll give you vacation days, paid, based pay. I'll give you these amenities that it makes up, Like there's nothing, like it's like a force of nature, There's things that we can complain about, like man, I wish lightning never fucking struck in the ground. Like Smurf had a friend that lightning struck in front of him. I wish, that
it killed one of his friends.
Yeah, it killed him and everything. Like, and I'm pretty sure his family's like, I wish lightning never struck the ground. Like, yeah, like, but it's like a force. Like in the financial world, that's a force of nature that we can never change. What's better is that these factories should definitely give factory workers 2 weeks of vacation paid day of just paid like off. Yeah, chilling 2 weeks, whatever. People gotta go outside for 2 fucking weeks to get shit. You gotta go back in time and get in your car and order things? Or just people just hire temps? Or robotic people just work? That kicks up into overdrive? That's awesome. I think that would be great. That's something that companies should do. You know, and that's something that we should tackle. Like if I think about in Switzerland, in Switzerland, these niggas work like regular days. They get paid off. They get mandatory like weekends and all this other stuff, and then they love their jobs no matter what they do. Why? They get taxed crazy. So Switzerland taxes are wild, but don't give a fuck. Why? Because they get all these amenities that makes it great. I get to enjoy my life, and this job is just a side pass. You know, that's what I don't know. That's mainly what I was just saying. Like that's not really a thing. Like that's something that you shouldn't focus on. Just see it as a positive, push towards the game, and do something better. Either become a business owner where you don't have to worry about those type of taxes. Where you can worry about a different bracket, or be a content creator, or or do OnlyFans where you don't have to get taxed, and
you're still getting taxed as income, but yeah, I get what you're saying. You can do something for yourself.
Taxes
like do something or fight for something better. Like hey, like you guys, these like Bozo LLC should be giving these hard ass workers that have been working for a whole fucking year a fucking resort trip. These monies that these billionaires are making, that they're buying their cars, and with this I get to buy this and that. You should be like, yo, you know what? All of my people, man, I'm taking y'all out, man.
Well, and it goes like, on a corporate level, it's harder to do that. And then, of course, there's people that ascend to that level. I don't think they're all in bed with the government. I think the top elites are. But if you ascend to like the height of your career and you learn how money works and you can move it and you can manage people, dude, you deserve more. So fucking absolutely, you're a leader. But it's just like the common folks that are getting the fucking job done. It's like in football, it's like the O-line gets no shine, right?
Yeah.
But here's I think we should end it on this. But
I thought you had something. I thought you had something to say.
Too. I do. It was a video, but it's a more on the humor base. Sam, how many times have they offered you guys free pizza? Like on a lunch break.
They gave us a free lunch once because we didn't have any accidents on our shift.
Okay, so like I said, in the warehouse culture, I've worked in there too, and this is why this video is so funny to me, is that a lot of times they'll offer free pizza because it's the cheapest option. It's fucking bread, cheese, and maybe pepperoni, right? And then they offer it in the middle of your fucking shift in the summertime when you're sweating your ass off. Hey, eat this greasy ass fucking pizza. But this is a guy that I've been following for a couple weeks now, and it's pretty funny. I'll just play it to the microphone.
I want to come up with an incentive program to increase productivity. We want to know what you guys want. Like, is there a certain type of money? No, like an incentive program. If you work harder, money. No, man. Like, if you bills, why do you we're here? We are here to get paid. I didn't just roll up in this bitch like, man, it's dusty as fucking smells like depression. I think I'll stay. Hey, Richard, if they pay you $2 more an hour, you gonna work harder? $2 an hour harder? Yes, I will. It's like y'all have a competition to see who can say the dumber thing. All right, guys, we want to come up with an incentive program to increase productivity.
So it's like a lot of times, and that guy, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I know exactly who that is. Right?
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of times they'll just be like, "Hey, you guys are killing it. Here's fucking pizza and your fucking lunch break." Like, no, fucking give us raises, motherfucker.
I love the company that I'm in, honestly, because they actually give us money.
I do too.
They actually give us money as an incentive. Like we're selling these old. The 4G Moto G styluses, right? And they're old, and we just gotta get them out. So they're like, for every Moto G stylus that you sell, we will give you $20 for each one on your check, and it's like a spiff. That's what they call it. And it's like, it's mad cool. Like, yeah, I like that. And then it's funny, we get that and we get pizza too, and I love pizza. I don't know why people hate pizza parties. Like, I would love it. I remember my dad used to give us pizza parties after we'll finish a long ass day of working construction. I'd be like, yes! I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. Like, it's definitely my fucking ramen, bro. Pizza is my fucking ramen. Like that and chopped Jesus. I miss chopped Jesus. But yeah, bro, it's like,
well,
yeah, like companies are, I don't know, like it's all about, like, I don't know, I hate I hate companies that are like that, because like at the end of the day they're like privately owned franchise companies most of the time, that they can like that they're not big enough, that they don't have to really follow certain rules, or they're on land. That's another thing I learned too. A lot of land that's on the like the development cities, you got to understand what type of level that they're in their development city. Because if they're not owned, if they're still owned by HIPAA or any type of housing community and not a corporate community, even if it's a factory, that's what I learned too, thanks to a fucking former mayor guy. Because it doesn't matter about what you do, it always matters about the sewage line and where and how it runs. You got factories that are still run by the housing committee. If they're run by the housing committee, they can literally do whatever the fuck they fucking want, as long as they keep that building as it is. They can torture you, they can do whatever they want, and they be like, but is it still a factory? You sure? Alright, cool. Alright, no problem. Alright, see you later, man. Work it out. Like, McDonald's is hiring. Like it's super weird. So it's like, so for a lot of factories, that's why a lot of factories are in low income, like poverty, low cities, or the sticks that I'm learning that they're really called. But these, but
They're like, hey, we'll offer you, $15 now starting out. That sounds appealing.
Building is.
Yeah. And you think, oh, this is a factory. It got to be corporations settled by organizations and all that stuff, and they get paid by FICA. Oh yeah, it's a corporation. But the building itself and what it's under is HIPAA. And it's not that you can
really... Or you mean OSHA?
Or whatever. Or whatever the housing company for the certain states.
HIPAA's the medical one. That's why I was confused when you said that. But no, you're talking about housing. Whatever HOA?
Whatever. No, it's not like HOA. It's whatever the housing, the Universal Federal Housing Committee works under.
It would probably be like the housing committee of the local government. Like they have a zoning commission.
Like certain things. I get what you're trying to say. Like level one.
They can get away with different shit.
Zoning.
Yeah, like level 1 communities, like level 1 cities that look like the sticks and all that stuff. They're not big corporations because literally they don't have a sewage pipeline running down their city. Because they don't have that, they don't have corporate buildings, they don't have the tall things, they don't have none of that. So they have like little spots. Look at that. Look at Sam. Sam's like, damn, bro, they got us good, man. I'm telling you, like,
we're not a big city, bro.
And small, bro, and they fight in this. That's why a lot of companies leave those things and level up, or they get tired, or people be like, yo, I can never, or they go, man, how come you guys never raise up minimum wage? Like, I can't, because companies literally can't. Like, there's a cap that they have. Like, if I pay you more, I'm gonna be losing money because I can't make any more money because there's a cap for certain level cities.
That ain't the case where I'm working at. Like, I'm making a lot of money hourly.
Oh, no, yeah, that's not the... Again, you're a distribution center, you're a factory, so they're like, yeah, we have money to give you. But the price of that is that we're going to run you ragged like a slave, and you don't have really any rights. And there's nothing that you can really do about it. But here's your nice little fat check, That's how the disrespect works.
Here's enough to pay your rent and food, bitch.
Yeah.
Take it.
Just enough.
That's bro, like this check... Bro, I barely have any money left after rent and other bills.
Well, and here's what I think we could probably end it on that. But I do want to touch on one thing before, because we're way over time. But I want to call it on the finale before we take a little break. Monkeypox, whatever they rename it to, because they've suggested a renaming twice now. Because of racism. I brought it up on an earlier pod. Why the fuck is it racist if it comes from monkeys? Unless you guys are racist yourselves for saying to rename it that. Fill in the gaps for those of you listening. One thing I will say is the main thing is a rash. And if you get flu-like symptoms, you can get a rash in 1 to 4 days. But they're starting to say, monkeypox spreads from gay anal sex. And then now they're saying it might be men that partake in gay anal sex but aren't really gay. That's the fucking headline that threw me for a fucking tizzy.
Huh?
Because I'm like, don't you mean just anal sex at that point? Can women not get this? And I even like had a conversation with my mom. She's a nurse. Like we were talking about this. I was like, don't they just mean anal sex? And she's like, no, they're just saying it's gay sex basically. And I'm like, do
How?
females have an anus? Like, and
But
then they're talking about bisexual men. Like, could that not spread to the female? They're not seeing. Like, is this the female's HPV, where like it doesn't affect women and it only affects men? Like, what? Where are they going with this? And the ultimate thing, just real quick to cap it off on my point, is they're saying the illness lasts 2 to 4 weeks. And that's where I think this is going to become a serious thing and could potentially lead to COVID number 2. Because if they're saying the illness lasts 2 to 4 weeks and they don't want to spread it, what was the illness range, the quarantine range for COVID? It was 10 to 14 days.
it,
They started out at 10 days,
the-
then they went to 14. That's
Yeah.
2 weeks. Now they're saying 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah. Get ready for
Bro,
some
I
major
don't
COVID
know.
number 2
Shut
coming
up.
out. Get ready for fucking mask mandates at work again for a fucking virus that you gotta fuck somebody in the ass to get.
Yo, I
As
don't
far as
wanna.
as far as right now, because now it's gonna go from getting fucked in the ass to getting it, to just having sex to getting it, to it being droplets, to it being airborne, to it being masks, to it being, hey, we got another vaccine for
Bro,
you.
I don't want to wear a mask again. Like
No?
I didn't find the point of wearing it in the first place because, bro, masks only really protect other people from you. So all the other people that didn't wear masks, it didn't help. And like just all the shit like about COVID, like you would get it without a mask. Like I mean, with a mask, like
Yeah.
it's by touch.
Get it with the
bro.
vaccine. Biden
Yeah.
twice now. I mean, like, there's just these things that go on, and it's just, I think, like I said, we're in the early stages now, but everything lining up, it lines up perfectly with how COVID was, because they didn't know. And at first they were saying, don't touch surfaces, it could be droplets. Oh, now it's airborne, wear a mask. Oh, now we have these vaccines ready for you. I think this is exactly how this is going to go down. And they're going to try it. It might not work as successfully, but they're going to get people to comply. Do you have anything on that, Sage? You've been quiet.
I had
I
no,
know you've been thinking.
I had no idea that monkeypox was a thing. But
Well,
I did hear about Dr. Fauci saying something about anal sex, but I had no idea it was about monkeypox. I didn't even know monkeypox is a thing. Is it like chickenpox or smallpox or cachexiopox?
it does. It leaves like a rash with like some boily blisters like wherever. But a big thing too for me when I was researching it. Let me pull up the tab real quick. It was in the genitalia region where it was most common to find the rash,
Yeah.
and it says female or male. So that's why I'm like, why are they pushing this gay sex as the cause? That's bullshit.
I think
Obviously, I think it's for division, and it might be like an isolated incident where they're like, oh, it's popping up in more gay men because we're polling them for that. But I don't think that's the case, man. I think they're just pushing for more division, just like when they said we're going to rename it from monkeypox. This is twice now they've said this due to racist reasons. And they still haven't renamed it, but they put that out in the ethos. I think they're going to rename it and then leave, room for anybody that calls it monkeypox. Then they can also call them a racist. That's my theory, but I think that's why they're kind of doubling down on this.
I just think a lot of people don't understand how the world works now and I think a lot of people in power are very uncultured, and they just say things that they just, like, I feel like Dr. Fauci when he said that shit about anal sex and all that stuff. It's just like, I don't think Dr. Fauci meant it in that way. I think like every other time I hear Dr. Fauci talk, I think Dr. Fauci's a stupid man that gets put in front of a camera to read what the camera says. Before, it was about Trump. It was about COVID stuff. And we allowed him to say, oh, Trump made me say these things. Okay. So now, Dr. Fauci, who's making you say those things? Like, it's okay to understand that idiots speak on TV 99% of the time. That's why most people go on the internet. But idiots talk there too. But still. So it's like, I feel like the government in the world is so uncultured that they don't understand things. Like, we're going back into, AIDS when it was called the Gates disease. The gay auto-transmitted whatever shit.
Motherfuckers didn't want to get on a basketball court with Magic Johnson because they were, like, scared.
Exactly.
Like, it was a big scare. It was just that's all it was. It was a scare.
It's the whole thing. That's how it was. They see a statistic of how many people have it and how did they get it. Because they asked them, how did you get it? Are you sexually active? Yeah. Oh my God, I got it in my genitalia. Oh my God, I got it in my asshole. Oh, it has to be anal shit. But then when you look at it, it's like, that don't make sense. But then who the fuck? Dr. Fauci doesn't think about that because he's like, I'm just paid to talk in front of a prompter. So he's like, yeah, guys, it's submitted to anal sexual male sex. They're like, Dr. Fauci, doesn't make sense. Oh, did I say male? Bisexual male anal sex. They're like, but Dr. Fauci, women have anuses too. Okay, male, gay, bisexual sex. And it's like, what are you saying? Okay, if you say it, it's racist. What?
Yeah, it's just so much shit.
Where are we right now?
To top on your tack onto your whole thing, you said Fauci a lot. Fauci has already admitted he's going to retire by the end of Biden's term, so they'll put in a new fucking figurehead in there that you can't blame. Like, that's where we're going with this, man. That's just why I just wanted to get it at least on record. I know we've gone really late on this pod, but I just want to get it on record that monkeypox is the thing that they're pushing. They'll probably rename it, and because they've been pushing to. And like I said, if you call it monkeypox, you'll be labeled as racist. And just the weird illness lasts 2 to 4 weeks. So then they're gonna push quarantines for 4 weeks instead of 2 weeks like they did with COVID, and they're just gonna push more and more and crash the economy even further than it's been crashed.
I agree. All right, boys and girls. This is the season finale of the Ingenious Ones. We won't be back for 4 weeks, so mark your calendars, because on what is it? The September.
This beautiful song.
Shut the fuck up.
Is it 10th or the 3rd? Can't remember. 4 weeks would probably be the 3rd.
I look at it at a month. I just want to see if September has. I think August has 31 days.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. So
it's
August.
gonna be the 3rd.
August. Why the 3rd? Why? What's happening on the 3rd?
Wait, is that not the Saturday we come back?
Yeah.
That would be 4 weeks.
The 3rd would be because we'd come back on the 5th week.
Oh yeah. So the 3rd. Oh yeah. So the 3rd, boys and girls.
September 3rd.
We'll be back on the 3rd. Potting, ready, hyper to go. All right. Sageway.